All right, hello everybody. HisRoyalFatness here. Welcome back to the channel and to today's live stream. Hope y'all are having a great end to your Friday or early Saturday if you are in Asia. And it's great to see you guys. Today we have a Carrot stream. Carro 45T, the Italian tier 10 auto reloading medium tank, not the Progetto. This is the collector variant that is currently in the store for crates, I guess. Yeah, I think you can get it for gold crates though. You sure can. So if you have a lot of gold in your account, up to you to gamble away. I'm not going to tell you to get this tank. That will be your decision. Hopefully today's live stream will be a great way for you to make that decision if you really want this tank or not, as you'll get to see a lot of gameplay in it, and I'll try and explain to the best of my ability just how to optimize this vehicle and its rather unique set of traits. By the way, hello to everyone in chat. We have Dane, NKR, Dwarf, Marcus, DV Tanker, Jack, Helmy, Kamui, Ominous, Lakin, Panzarif. We also have Caleb, Camus. Good to see you guys. As always, welcome to today's stream. Hope you are doing well. And to everyone else who's joining right now, great to have you here. Oh, again, look forward to the stream. Thank you, Dane. I really appreciate that. Fatness is going to gamble at the end. Yes, I am. So if you do have to skimp out in the stream in about 3 hours from now, as I assume I'll be playing this tank for close to 3 hours, 2.5 to 3 probably. I'll hop on my main account and see if I can try and get it. I'm not going to spend more than 22,000 gold though, just because I don't feel like getting scammed again, like I did with the 777, where I dropped 60,000 gold to get that vehicle, and I still feel the repercussions of that today. So I am going to keep things chill. 22k is going to be my limit. How did I get here? Bombad, hey, what's up? You became a member. I think it was gifted to you. Yeah, good stuff. Actually, no. Before I jump into the games, let's briefly discuss Carro. What makes it really stand out from the other auto reloaders? Well, firstly, it is an auto reloader. 370 alpha damage, that is great. Much higher than your Progetto, which is running at 350, so you have higher alpha damage. You also carry 4 shells in the magazine, so your magazine potential is very high. That is fantastic for late game farm / clearing out enemy teams. One thing that I found really helpful about this tank is if you manage to preserve some of your hit points, late game this tank is extremely deadly. And actually that's why I end up getting most of my farmers towards the end, because you're kind of just trying to figure out where to play for the rest of the game. 9 degrees of gun depression, fantastic, you don't have to worry about that. Armor profile is pretty useless. Don't trust in the armor, at least in its current state. Obviously, Wargaming have not yet announced the European tech tree changes. That will be next Wednesday or Thursday, I believe. And when that happens, we may see a completely different Carro rollout. So that is also something to keep in mind. You may want to hold off on trying to get the Carro right now until we know if Wargaming are going to change it a lot, because we have no clue right now. So we will see what happens in the future. But as for this tank, not the best brawler. Great at finding a flank or a corner somewhere where vehicles can't really pay too much attention to you, dumping 3 shells into them and holding that 4th shell. It is a reserve shell mechanism. You have a 21-second reload on that first shell in the magazine, which is the 4th one you would shoot if you non-stop shot the gun. That means you will be destroying your DPM if you shoot that shell. So really only a few scenarios where you want to do that. If you need to clear a vehicle out and you feel it's really important to clear that vehicle out, say you're in a 1 versus 1 and you have a guaranteed clear on them, and you might just want to be able to clear that tank out, or late game to get that extra shot of damage in. I would say, generally speaking, if you're playing this tank, do not fire all 4 shells in one go, unless you are fairly positive you're not going to be shooting at tanks for the next 45 seconds, right? Because I'm not really sure what the total magazine reload time is, but it's probably at least 30 or more seconds for all shells to load it. Maybe even closer to 40. So that's something to keep in mind. Mobility is pretty good. Acceleration, not so much. Ground resistance, I don't know the numbers, but it's a bit sluggish. Once you get rolling, it's a speedy boy, but it's not a super fast medium tank like some of the others in tier 10. Something to keep in mind. So no armor, it has slightly sluggish acceleration. Its gun handling is a little derpy at times. It's kind of a rip when you miss a shell in this tank, especially since you have to sit there and reload it. But yeah, as long as you're decent, like medium to close quarters combat, and generally speaking, shooting at tanks that aren't really paying attention to you, catching them off guard, utilizing the tank like that is what's going to be primarily what this tank is comfortable with, especially late game. Late games are where this tank thrives. And I hope I can show that to you guys on today's stream. So let's jump into some battles now. Carro 45T is an underrated tourney tank in my opinion. Very flexible with the auto reloader, but STRK is just flooding the tourneys and it's not fun. Well, literally human, that's because tournaments are about two things. HP and how fast you can kill the enemy team. Carro would be good in terms of dumping out a magazine, but it does not have the HP. It doesn't have a whole lot of pen because APCR standard is kind of trash on the premium rounds. And so it would be good for like cleanup, but a lot of tourney is about focus fire, sending DPM tanks with a lot of HP. STREs have that. That's why you usually see those mobile heavies very popular in the tournament scene, or the super heavies. So for this first game, I'm probably going to go and spot up the corner here. We are roughly matched. They do have a Minotaur and an IS-7, so I would not be surprised if most enemy team actually tends to head this direction. We have a Leo 1 here. Going to put a quick shell into him. Really wasn't expecting him to be poking over all the way here like that, and unfortunately we take 2 shots there. I thought that my 3 allies on this side would keep the 422 from poking all the way over, but that just goes to show never have too much confidence in your allies. So what I'm going to do here, poking here is probably a bad idea with an unspotted 183 and so on, but this M48 patent for the time being is very much overextended. We can do our best to try and clear his tank out here before he can get into cover all the way. But unfortunately, with 3 allies hogging this corner, 4 now, it's going to be way too clustered. There's absolutely no reason for me to be here. It's just going to be a waste of my time, waste of positioning. So I think what I'm going to do now is try and pull out just a little bit back towards this outside lane a little bit. We're gonna have to be cautious of the positioning of the enemy's 183, and we do find ourselves confronting a T95E6. Let's put 1 shell into him, 330. We actually get the rare ricochet in this vehicle. Another shell into his tank, and we might be able to hit 3 shells here. So yeah, there we go. 3 shells into his turret, and then we're just gonna pull back and hold that 4th shell. So we got about 1,000 damage out onto that T95E6. A couple low rolls, but not the end of the world. And this is the painful process where you're just kind of reloading. Generally speaking, this is how I'd recommend playing the tank. You dump 3 shells, you pull back, you reload, and you try not to get derped by a 183 yellowing over in the process. Let's load another shell up here. Quick shell into the 183's lower plate. Now that I know the position of the enemy team's 183, I feel like I can make some plays here. So and then get ready to start pressuring the enemy's 183. I mean, all their team is spotted up at this point, which is lovely for me. The only thing that I have to be concerned about is him heshing me through the front of my turret, which is very much a possibility. Although, as the 183 is YOLOing in, let's just pray that we don't low roll him. Let's wait for the top of his turret there. Nice clear. Lovely. And as this is an auto reloader, unlike with your generic auto loader vehicles, right? We can shoot twice and then we'll just quickly kind of reload in the next 2 shells. That is always the nicety of using auto reloading vehicles. See, we already have our magazine fully loaded here, so another shell to this dude. So auto reloaders really thrive in a scenario, I would say, where you don't have to dump your whole magazine and reload all your shells at once. It's more you put 1 or 2 shots into a tank, you pull back, you wait for a couple more shots to load in, and you do the same. We should be able to get easily about 4,000 damage out before this game is over. Put 1 shell to the IS-7, and me being the professional tier damage farmer that I am, going to go for this dude, and the object static clear. That should put me, I think, 39 or so. 3,700 damage out that game. Unfortunately, we got a lot of low rolls. Should have been a little higher, but I'll take it. And there we go. Not a terrible first game. It was a pretty steamrolly game. The enemy team were not great there. Obviously, this thing's really easy to ace because not a whole lot of players own it just yet. But 3,700 damage, not too shabby. It was a fast battle. And so, you know, raw DPM numbers don't always matter. It's how effective your gun is. And I would say the Carro, as far as medium tanks go, has one of the most effective guns for a tier 10 medium tank because it's so flexible. You can dump 3 shells out, you can pull back and reload all of them, or you could use it as a single 2-shot type of gun, wait to reload those next shells, right? Whittle down a tank's HP a little bit, and then you can just push it and clear them out. That's why auto reloaders are really special in that regard. Whereas, you know, a raw DPM tank can farm more in a straight fight, but when it comes to peaking vehicles for, I don't know, a few seconds, you know, you only get 1 shot off, then you have to pull back maybe, unless you perma-track them, which of course does happen. So it's just really flexible. I think with the good mobility, good gun depression, and overall really, really punchy gun, it allows the tank to do a lot of things that other meds might struggle in, especially late game, which I'm hoping I give you some really good late game examples throughout this stream here. Meant latest, not Lester's, lol. So how is this tank running, Fatness? Well, that was my first game. So far, not too bad. I will take it. I'm currently watching your stream while I'm in class. And by the way, how are you doing? Corbin, I am doing well, thank you. Make sure to focus on your studies. That is really important. Do not be watching some random Blitz YouTuber live streaming during class. Bad boy. I love the Honda hat. Hey, thank you, Honda Motorsports. Yeah, yes, I was trying to find you on the friends to add. Apologies that I can't send through. It's because I'm using a press account because I actually don't own the Carro on my own account. Shocker, I usually don't gamble in this game. I usually wouldn't recommend it. But if you try your luck, sometimes you'll get lucky, but it's a bad habit to get into, so do be warned. Okay. Let's look at this lineup for starters. Patton, Standard B, TI2E1, I can deal with them. Also, my team are far outranking their vehicles in terms of medium prowess on the hill. We should win. Although with a Chieftain and a Yo, there's a good chance they could still send additional tanks to A. The 183 is likely going to be sniping over there. My priority will be spotting up that 183 early, getting some shells into him, and making him dip off the hill before he can theoretically nuke my allies at C. That's what I want to do. At least we know where the 1-2... Not the 1-2-1. The M6 Yo's positioning is... I'm trying to climb here. Oh, if the E50M hadn't made me lose all my momentum, I would have been fine. And I do hope the E50M will kind of spot this corner here, so if those meds can't spot the top of my turret, the TI-201 might spot me. So I'm going to be a little bit on the outside lane here. Okay. We do, fortunately, find the 183. So let's aim one shell into his tracks here to keep him in place. He should panic here, I think. Let's put another shell towards him. Nice. He's pulling back now. And this is always the vital play that I say when you're on this spawn, you should try making. Because the moment you can get rid of a couple of those TDs on the top, your team is a lot more flexible on the other side. Now, I do have a Chieftain Mark 6 shooting at me from the back here, and I'm going to have to go into an A defense position. My only concern for the time being is that I have multiple tanks pushing in on me, and the E75 is sniping back there. But the problem that I foresee right now is that my allies are not in the best of positions to provide me with adequate cover fire, although the Standard B did lose his HP. If you remember, a long time ago, I did make a guide on this map and how to hold this position. You're going to have to use this building as cover from the heavy tanks. You're going to have to watch out for TDs from back there. But this little corner, if you can hold it long enough, will give your team the ability to cover fire you. I'm mostly concerned, okay, the Patton is pushed down. And I actually think maybe now would be a good time for me to start aggressing a little bit more on this side. The Chieftain is still kind of giving me shots here, but I don't want to overpeak him while I'm still proxied by the TI2, obviously. Chieftain is giving me a free shot, though, so I'm going to go for the shot on the Chieftain. Nice, we catch him on fire. The TI2 is pushing out for me. I didn't think he was going to do that, but he gets nuked as well. You can see, I'm not pushing. I'm not trying to be super aggressive. I have 2,600 assistance already. That's because I'm taking a vital holding position for my team, right? I'm not so concerned about dealing instant damage here. It's just about maintaining that hill control. And at the moment, my team still have great hill control. The Chieftain trying to pull out a little bit here. Let's put a quick shell towards him. There you go. You can see that the on-movement dispersion on the Carro definitely leaves something to be desired. I'm going to wait for the Chieftain to give me the side of his hull here. Quick shell into his side. Good stuff. He's probably going to pull forward, or if he angles down, we can aim another shell into him. Nice. He tried to shoot at me, but we got 2 shells to him. That's 2,460 damage dealt so far. And I'm not going to shoot that reserve. Let's spend some time reloading our gun here. Now that I know the Chieftain's off the hill, I can feel even more comfortable sitting here, right? We'll just have to watch for the crossfires from back. And our Waffenträger is actually making a bit of a pressure behind the enemy team. I will want to keep an eye out on what is happening here. Standard B is spooted. Okay, we do know where he is. My main concern is our K91 and other tanks down there aren't doing a whole lot. So, I'll wait till I get unspotted here, which it should be about now. I know the waffles on the outside is a bit risky with the Patton here, but I don't really have much of a choice. If we get mega capped out, we're going to lose this game by default, and I might be forced to YOLO their Patton. I'm just going to really hope the Patton doesn't go for the reset on me. Although he could be going for damage elsewhere. Okay, the Patton's up top. Now, with my current magazine, I will not be able to one-clip the Patton here, which is a bit problematic. Now, I totally could, with 4 shells, clear him out. Even with 3, possibly, if I get some high rolls. It is me and one other ally here. The Patton is pushing in pretty aggressively. I'm just going to have to be super, super aggressive on this M48 Patton here, because currently my teammates are suffering. Let's put 1 shell to this Patton here. And they're going to keep the momentum on him. The goal here is just to kill the Patton. He should not high roll me here, but in case he does, I'll have to be a little bit extra careful here. And it is me versus everyone else on the enemy team here. So, we're going to pull back a little bit from this Patton. We're going to also pull back from the Chieftain's positioning here. Now, unfortunately, with this massive supremacy point, yeah, he hit me there. Supremacy point deficit, there was really little chance I'd have it winning that game. That's one of the reasons I dislike supremacy, but oh well. If your team has caps, it's fine. I did my job perfectly adequately there. You know, we spotted 2.5k assist on those tanks pushing over the hill. 3,700 damage dealt. I managed to get their 183 nuke right off the bat. The only kind of primary issue there was our E50M somehow did 0. Our M48 Patton didn't help us on the hill, so he did 3 shots and died. It was our heavy tanks, though. Our heavy tanks could not hold C. Even though we got rid of their TD crossfire pretty early, if they'd bunkered down on C and just stayed alive, I think it would have been fine. But unfortunately, that didn't quite work out. I think the problem with that scenario there was the M60 the enemy team had in the ditch on our side of the map. He was probably free farming them every time they poked. Maybe, now that I reflect back on the game, although I really didn't want to lose that hill control because me just being there would make their Patton a little bit antsy, would be to rotate back and try and clear out the M60 so he would stop crossfiring at my teammates on C. But in the end, that's a gamble, right? Do you throw hill control to try and clear the tank down low, or do you hope that your team can hold on at C and try and still maintain that hill control? It was a bit of a sticky scenario, but honestly, with how my 2 medium tanks performed there, it was kind of an F in the chat. All right, so let's jump into the next battle here. We have an STB1, Charfateur, WZ Light, enemy team all 7, IS7 and stuff. I'm going to say their team's going to head this way, honestly. I'm just calling it now. I'm going to see if I can spot anyone crossing over. Not yet so far. Going to be a little bit careful of TDs on the backside that could shoot me early game. So they have tanks on D. We have a Convoy, Chieftain, Foch, and another decent vehicle over here. You know, it might be optimal that I got spotted rotating out a bit here. Until I get information on their TDs, I'm going to take it a little easy. I will, however, try and cover our STB1 as much as I physically can, until I know where those TDs are. There's the V4. WZ Light on the enemy team might have overaggressed here. Let's pop the sped boost a little bit. Maybe we can get a shell or two into this piggy while he's pulling out, but he managed to pull all the way out through here. And the enemy team's very obviously kind of YOLOing this right-hand side. Although there's a Waffenträger over here, so something to keep note of. It might be a good time to put a quick shell towards this dude. Luckily, that one goes through, even though I wasn't too certain if it would. Let's set up a high explosive shell for this dude. He gets taking a shell into the rear. And the waffle shoots me. Okay, I thought our Sheridan was going to keep the waffle down there, but he did not. At least, I mean, unfortunately, I lost way too many hit points there, but at least. The good news is, the bad news is there's a char for 2 around me, and I might be dead here if the waffle and the char get any more free shots on me. So I'm going to have to pull back a little bit from this end. Sheridan, you really should cover the flank so the waffle can't just poke out for free and kill me. I made a little bit of a mistake there. Honestly, I wasn't quite expecting so many tanks to be here, and I'm definitely bunkered down here. So let's just sit chill. Hopefully the Sheridan can kind of spot up the Waffenträger on this side. There we go. Waffenträger has fired his gun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, snap. That's a char for tour. All right, quick shot to the char. Me and the Sheridan can hold off for here as long as we can. I still have 2 shells in the magazine here. The char, it does have a frontally mounted tank, so we'll track him in the open. We're gonna have to try and YOLO around before the waffle kills me from behind. And what? We ricocheted off the char's upper plate. Bruh. I mean, I would have died to the waffle anyways, and that dude definitely should have died there. I don't know. I don't think I played that game very well. I didn't want to YOLO anywhere until I knew where their TDs were, just because you can get absolutely wrecked by this tank. But the problem was, our SCV, I think, played fine. He kind of just pulled back out of there. I kind of got a little bit scammed on the char. He should have been taken out. And the WZ, I don't know. I had too much faith in my Sheridan spotting up the right side. I was hoping the waffle wouldn't poke me because the Sheridan was back there, but that kind of ended up happening. However, char is a one-shot. STB on the enemy team is also a one-shot. Our Chieftain is fairly healthy. HE, good stuff. STB unfortunately throws his tank away there, which was a little unnecessary, but he should still be fine, and our Chieftain should still get a nice free shell into this dude. And a fire. All right, we should win. We are going to win at least. It was carried by this Chieftain, who did a pretty good job, it looks like, clearing out the heavy side. I think, in retrospect, I would have been happier just YOLOing heavy side and clearing that. That was my initial plan. I didn't really want to get stuck on the rail side. I really despise fighting on this side of the map. I think it's just way, way too open, and especially for a tank like a Carro, which is kind of large, you kind of have to hope you don't get crossfired out. And there's just so many crossfires along the rails there. The problem was we were at a medium tank deficit there, kind of, because our not the STB one. Our Sheridan was kind of just sitting in the back of her spawn. The Sheridan and the STB was in that kind of middle spotting position. So if I pushed into the rails by myself, that wouldn't end very well, right? Because then I wouldn't actually have that direct support, which is the reason I decided I'm just going to dive bomb more towards the left here and chill out, wait to find a spot to position. But in the end, it didn't quite work out. So maybe a couple misplays on my part, but we should at least win. So I'll be happy with that. That Char for sure definitely should have died there, though. That was a bro moment. I was aiming at his whole, like, drive wheel area, just trying to keep him tracked in case I low rolled him. And I think it hit, like, the very tip of his upper plate or frontal plate there. So gun trolled me a wee bit. Not sure. The new look PBR Chieftain looks a bit wacky and swollen now. It does look a bit bizarre. Oh, my camera turned off. Wow. I only just now noticed that. All right, we are back. I am so sorry about that. My camera does that sometimes. It's not a battery issue. It has a permanent power bank attached to it, so it should be fine. Yeah, it should be fine. The cam's back, though. Sometimes I think the GoPro just has an auto turn off. I have it turned off, but I think sometimes it just turns off by itself. I don't know how Fatness can explain everything that's happening in the battle and play at the same time, lol. Well, my gameplay definitely takes a hit when I'm streaming. That's for sure. Versus if I'm just completely silent, concentrating. But the essential stuff, usually, I manage to still pull through on. What kind of iPad stand do you use? Just a generic, cheap iPad stand from Amazon. So, nothing too crazy. It's like 15, 20 bucks, I think. And it does a very phenomenal job to support my device and make it so my hands don't get so tired having to hold it up all the time. It just doesn't like you. Yeah, the camera hates me. All right, so once again, enemy team Carro, E50M, STB1. The Carro really excels on more crossfire maps where you can like shoot at the side of vehicles. What it really struggles on is hold down engagements and bruh. Okay, STB's E50M's already YOLOing across. Now, I do have allies for support, so this dude can't possibly hope to just sit there and stare at me all game. I would assume. My primary goal right now is to kind of spot up what their tanks are doing, so you find the Carro, the E50M back here. We will have to keep an eye on the STB and the crossfires. My allies are pushing up. Once these players start retreating, that's when we can start farming them out optimally. Or in theory, that is. I'm going to focus this STB. He's a bit more of a dangerous target for me, so let's put a quick shell into him there. Also, the other tanks are pulled in very aggressively here. We also have the 4005, who is looking at me. Okay, that was a good play on his part. I'm bleeding a little too much here. I should be focusing on preserving my HP right now. You can see my team is quite split up here, so we've already lost a very valuable tank here. We're just going to have to pull down away from the 4005. Hopefully he doesn't hit that. He does not. Okay, we do have a lot of tanks pushing in through the town here. See if we can hit another shell on this 4005. Okay, quick shell to him. He's just kind of tunneling me, which might not be the brightest idea considering I have better gun handling. And my objective right now, even though I might take a shot or two from this 4005 while running away, so we can put another shell into him, not quite, is to get into town. The only mistake that I think this game had was the fact that we had 3 dudes YOLO into town instead of helping us in the hill. It was very obviously going to be a medium tank engagement on this type of map, at least with the enemy's team's lineup, which is why I wanted to try and maintain some hill supremacy. But in the end, as you can see, the allies were no bueno. We have this STRV here, and we bounce off the underside of his tank. That is a rip and a half. Now we're going to try and focus on staying alive and providing some cover fire for my allies in the back here. The only issue is, if my allies make the major boo-boo of poking out, if we hold together and force them to push into us, there is still a slight chance we could win this battle. Slight. I'm going to keep an eye on this flank, this A-side flank here. We do have double caps, but man, being 2 tanks down already is a bit of a pain. The only good news is the enemy's E50M is getting a little over-aggressive here, and he was spotted rotating in. Now, he might know I'm back here, which would be fine, as long as I'm keeping him at bay. I'm just going to pre-aim here. It looks like we have 3 tanks in our spawn right now. Come on, E50M, where are you at? Someone's on A. E50M might be rotating back. We're getting ready to peek here. We're still holding for now. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to keep an eye on what my teammates are doing. Okay, this dude's pushing up here. There's the gorilla. So the gorilla might go for a flank here. There's the E50M. Nice. Quick track shot to the E50M to keep him in place. Good stuff. Unfortunately, it was not a full pen. Another shell to him there. Now we can load up a high explosive shell here to kill him. I'm going to shoot under his tank a little bit. All right. So I had to use 3 shells on him, which is a bit of a waste there. Enemy gorilla 15 is a one-shot. My 268 version 4 is low HP. I need to kill this gorilla 15, and the Carro is definitely going to be a bit of a problem here. Now, the gorilla does know I'm in the vicinity. He is waiting for a oh, no, he already fired. I am so dumb. He killed a V4. I thought he was waiting for a shot on me. I'll wait till I'm loaded 4 shells here. Quick clear on him, and the 4005 is still really eager to shoot at me. So that just sat there all game. Yeah, not a whole lot to do when you have a bunch of allies YOLO into town in non-town holding tanks. Maybe the Yag, but I mean... yeah. If my team had just pushed tilt together, we would have been fine there. We would have been perfectly fine, but the V4 did 300 damage in town. The E3 did 1 shot in town as well. Only the Yag seemed to do well in the town. So we had 2 tanks do practically nothing in town all game. And then our STRV kind of YOLO'd in and died. So no, that was just a rip of a game. For our team had gone hill, that would have been such an easy farm game, but there's not much you can do about that. Once again, another reason why I dislike Supremacy, because... you know, Supremacy's fine if your whole team goes town and holds, but you have to have a team that knows what they're doing to hold town once you cap AB. And you have to let them push into you without overextending and pushing into them and giving them the free shots. But in this situation, 100% my team should have all gone hill because we were haul down mania. Our whole team was like made up of tanks that were better in a haul down scenario than a town scenario. So that is just a bit of a rip game. I think I'm not going to commit to med side. E50M, Carro, Progetto. Yeah, that's a lot of vehicles. Okay, we're definitely going to go up towards the middle here. I am not going to overcommit on the med side. The STB can spot that up if he wants. I'd much rather figure out kind of early game what their heavy tanks are doing. See if I can farm them out. Once again, the Carro is much more optimized for farming vehicles that are not looking at it. It's not good at brawling in the slightest, or at least it's fine at executing tanks that are low HP, but when it comes to like trading and stuff, I would not recommend trying to do that too much in this tank. So far, I have spotted no heavies crossing over. So that's some good early information, I think, unless they redlined it, which is a possibility, and I just have not noticed them. But so far, we still don't see anyone. I'm going to be a little more aggressive through here. This could be a mistake if all their heavies pop up in Narnia. There's the E100 on my right, as well as the 60 TP. So we are at least aware of their positioning. Enemy 57, and oh, that's an enemy Carro in the open. So it's kind of pre-aiming a little bit here before we pull around the corner. Nice shell into this dude. The E100 is going to spot me up in a moment, so let's put a quick shell into him and pull back. 337. Love 370 alpha damage, guys. It is very pleasant indeed. So I assume they're going to have a grill back there. The 60 TP may or may not come back for me. No, the 60 TP is distracted and not paying attention to me here. The Carro is still kind of pre-aiming for me, but he won't be able to sit there forever. And I do think I see a nice opportunity here to begin pressuring this E100 from behind. Obviously, my only major concern is the positioning of this Gorilla 15 and whether or not he'll be able to nuke me. Now, the Gorilla does get spotted by me, but he does not spot me back because Gorilla camo is sus. So, all right, let's pull around this corner here. He does not have a spall liner, so we can guarantee the clip on him here with HE. It's one of their HE shell into his tank. Oh, 500 plus there. And he's now a one shot we had to clear on him. Good stuff. Now I can just reload my whole magazine and go back for the E100. So you'll notice that one of the things I did early on in this game is I read that their team was going to be very strong in a medium engagement. E50M, Carro, 60TP, Progetto. And I realized pretty quickly that that would be a bad fight for me to try and take because we get crossfed out. And the Carro, once again, is better at those side shots. So what I did here was repositioned my tank pretty quickly through town to get an early spot to see what their team was doing. And this is unfortunate. I'm going to definitely take a magazine from this dude, but oh well, we will be able to kill him at least. Although I think he only had one shell left. So our Leo unfortunately dies. No, he has more for sure. Does he have two? Ah, okay. He shot our Leo once. Oh, I love 57 heavy turret armor. All right, what's like to have 3 shells loaded up here. We should be able to out-reload this 57. I'm going to try and stay closer to his hull so I can at least pen him reliably here. All right, another shot into the hull. I'm just going to dump all 3 shots, and we'll probably load up APCR here to guarantee the kill. And we do have another Carro yelling in for me here. At least I can pick up a kill on this dude. And surprisingly, the Carro came back for me. So maybe a little overextended. I thought the STB was covering a little bit, but yeah, he kind of got... I mean, what was he shooting at? The E100 died ages ago. I don't know. Well, unfortunately, we got taken down there because we got counter-pushed by the 57 and the Carro on the enemy team. And even more unfortunately, my team is still throwing. Even though I was able to clear out the grill, put some shots into the E100 there, and clear out the 57 heavy by myself, but this... yeah, and I think they're actually going to lose this one as well. Impressive work. All right, STB, what you got in you, buddy? Let's see you do gamer things. STB is a great tank. Let's have faith in this man, so that he can pull up here. All right, nice. That was a good shot on his part. See what's going on with our E100. Our POIX E100, instead of pulling back into safety, is going to keep poking here. Which I'm not sure is the smartest idea. STB picks up another clear. Our grill, most unfortunately, however, does get taken down. And E100 leaves him on a one shot, so he low rolled 640 alpha. I do rolled 600 exactly. Rip. RIP. If I was this STB, I probably would... Okay, that actually worked out just fine if he can avoid taking a shot from the E50M here. I was gonna say, yeah, I would have prioritized getting 2 shots into the Progetto first. That way, if he YOLOs for me, he can't just one-clip me, because this STB doesn't have a chance against a Prague here, unfortunately. Go for a face hug, that's your only chance. You can't outrun him, you'll push into a crossfire if you do. STB should have gone for a face hug there. He should have held the ridge and gone for a face hug. At least the Progetto would have had a chance of bouncing off his turret. Yeah, I did my best there. I kind of was hoping with my whole team there that they would not all YOLO back for me and continue farming the mid, but the enemy team, at least their Carro kind of made a good rotation back, although to be honest, he did like no damage in the end. Basically YOLO'd and died. The STB did fine. I did 3.8k there, so I think I played my role perfectly well. The problem was E100 only doing 3 shots, Kron not even doing 2k damage, even though he was haul down. Like, just a lot of things that could have been different that game. I think I saw the mistake my team made was they all YOLO'd into the open to shoot the E100, which would have been fine if the enemy team were not haul down all across the medium side of the map. They got crossfired out and died. I'm pretty positive that was what happened there. That's why my team just fell apart. I thought they were fine because they were in the middle and what theoretically should have been holding positions, but when I did shoot at the E100, I saw at least 3 tanks, I think, YOLOing into him. When that happens, you lose a lot of HP. You may kill the E100, but you know, as I've said before, E100s are big chunky tanks. They take a while to kill, even if you have 3 tanks shooting at them, and you just get bled out. So unfortunately, my teammates give up a lot of their HP there. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to kill the 57 faster there, sadly, because I bounced a shot off his turret armor. I hope the 57 turret armor gets absolutely just destroyed by Wargaming. There's no reason that tank should have any turret armor, considering it's an autoloader of that type. It's not a Kronwagen either, so it shouldn't have that turret armor. At least it shouldn't have as much hull armor. One of the two. So I hope one day Wargaming kind of rebalance it out, because it's annoying when you shoot at what should be a weak spot, just to have the shot go to Narnia. Alright, let's get a nice early shell into this 54 here. He did not even spot me up. Enemy Carro's overextending a little bit. And that's what I'm talking about when I say that the Carro's gun just like oddly dumps shots that it should never do. You know what? Since I think this dude... What a waste of my reserve shell. I wanted to retract him. If he was retract, there might have been a chance of T30 could have hit him there, but he did not. It's fine. I'm not going to poke anywhere. So I have a tier 1 LT over here. I'm more concerned about getting counter push from behind, so maybe I shouldn't have dunked my reserve shell. But at least I did it early on, so I have time to reload the full magazine here. E5 is pushing into C. Enemy team will probably send some tanks outside with this 54 to try and counter push this outside lane. The fortunate news is I do have this 200 LT here, although he is getting wrecked, so maybe I need to be a little bit more supportive, although I do know this E4 is getting ready to push on up to the middle here. So I'm going to wait to have a full mag loaded. Enemies 183 did lose a boatload of HP nice and early on here. And the 54E1 is going to push from down low. So if this 54E1 overextends even slightly, going into this dude, I can go for a nice crossfire, track him in place. Unfortunately, my... Oh, maybe I can save him? No, not quite. Okay, wasn't able to save that man's there. Our Progetto is getting absolutely brained on, and I need to push in on this enemy Kranwagen. So I'm going to pull on up to the mid. We know they have no tanks in their traditional TD bush there. And so we can pull up pretty aggressively here and start shooting this dude in the side. Now, the reason I was so aggressive on this corner here was to try and avoid the HE from the E4 there. All right, can we HE this dude's side? Not quite. Another shell into this Kranwagen. I don't know. Our TI5 might have the clear on him, so I'm going to hold my shell for now. Nice. And maybe reserve shell to pick up the clear here. I decided just to do it. It's a close game. We need to pick up as many clears, and if I let that dude get any more shots on the TI5, he'd be at 1 tap right now for everyone. So I'm not going to do that, at least for the time being. Unfortunately for me, I do have a Sheridan YOLOing for a TI5. Hopefully with the sped boost, he'll be able to get safe there. Oh, the Sheridan came back for me, even though he didn't know I had a reserve shell. Our T30 misses him from point blank, and now I'm going to have to deal with the tortoise here. Oh man, I pushed in aggressively here to try and cover my allies. Hopefully the TI5 can help me out here. Sheridan YOLOing back up for me. Let's see if we can get at least one more shot out this game before it's over. One more tap, please. Thank you. Angle up. And another diabolical set of teammates. Our 268 was AFK until just now. So this dude could have been a massive help in crossfiring out the enemy team. And our TI5 didn't push up on the tortoise when we needed him to get that tank off of me. So that game kind of progressed terribly. Teams are just terrible right now. I don't think these last 3 games there was anything else I could have done there to really help them out. I did my best, you know, for the early shots in the mid and then trying to cover the flank. The problem was with an AFK and a D200 LT, trying to outplay a 3,400 damage E4 that was on full HP was just not going to be super optimal, especially as he had 2 tanks behind him that if I tried YOLOing and flanking him, I would have been counter pushed. So I couldn't really push on that E4. So I was like, okay, I'll help them take corner control. We'll kill the Kron and stuff like that. But then our T30, I think I saw our T30 miss like 2 shots there on like the Sheridan and stuff. If that Sheridan had died, maybe we could have pulled something off. I could have pushed the Tortoise or something, but couldn't. Yeah. This was the real problem. Our TI5 did 100 damage there. Our E5 did 300 damage as well. Oh my gosh, can I please just get one heavy tank that has enough brain power to play his tank properly and not do like less than 1,000 damage and die right off the bat. That's all I'm requesting. None of these battles are, by the way, at all Lucaro's fault. And I don't even think any of these losses were really a gameplay error for the most part as well. You know, we had a supremacy loss on Middleburg where I had a bunch of hold down tanks in Old Town instead of helping on the hill. And then this game, I had an AFK for almost the entirety of the battle. So obviously being 1 tank down right off the bat put us at a super big disadvantage there. Maybe I could have pushed outside, but once again, I was trying to cover my allies there. And, you know, initially the play was good to kill the Kron. I just did not expect their Sheridan to keep YOLOing when I had a T95 and a T30 covering me, and to get away with it with no one else but me shooting at him. The Sheridan should have been nuked for most of his HP with both those pushes, but oh well, it is what it is. So you guys are talking about the 777 in chat. Many people don't have the Carro. Yeah, not a lot of players have it. Suffit has for Mash and Desert Sands earlier in the day. Thankfully, he was on my team. Thankfully, I was on your team and not with these teammates, man. I'll try to hit it again, not surprisingly. Ace 45T pretty easily, but never got an ace in the 777. Oof, you need about 6,000 damage to ace the 777. No, actually you did. Right now, you can ace the tank on like 3.5k damage. I kid you not. 3.5k, you could ace it. No one plays it right now. I mean, how often do you see the 777 in pubs? Probably less than the Carro nowadays, so. Alright, let's jump into another battle. Good news, enemy team, 0 tank destroyers, which means they're going to have a lot of heavies and a lot of TDs. I'm not going to worry too much about AB right now. I'm going to go for the ramps, try and get some early spotting here. I am the only med in this game, which means I should have a lot of flexibility. Although a 50B is like a pseudo med, I have a feeling though he's more likely to be sniping or covering seaside. So I'm going to see if I can get some early spots on anyone rotating through the middle here. And hopefully we will. And if we don't, that means our whole team's clustered back over there, basically. So we're going to sit here for a moment. My team is kind of split. We have an E4 going into our spawn here. We do find our first target, E100, which you can barely spot in the viewport. And so far, no one else has been spotted. So they could have a ton of TDs in their spawn, or they could all just be covering this E100. I'm not really sure just yet. There's the E75. There's the E100. Okay. So can I push the flank? The 50B is still not spotted. That's my primary concern. There's the Yo. I don't know. I don't like pushing into flanks by myself without any information. So maybe I'll hold off for now. There's the grill. The grill is on the flank too. Enemy 75 pushing up a little bit more aggro here. Grill does get a nice shell into him. We have the enemy's E100, which with APCR should be able to pen through the front of the turret here. There we go. It's an aim a quick shell. And you can see that this thing does have a rather long aim time, which is one of its banes. 50B is going for a crossfire on the other side. I see. There's the Yo. Quick shell into his hatch there. Nice stuff. We'll just continue kind of pulling through here. All these vehicles on my right-hand side are going to take the enemy team's attention. I just need this VK to not block me. She kind of is, but VK, you need to go, buddy. We can't sit back in Narnia all game, my dude. Trust me. Buddy, if we have a numerical advantage, we should just send it. So let's just... Yeah, I'm telling you, man, the Carro's gun is on paper not the worst in the world, but you see that it misses quite a few shots you wouldn't expect. Like, point blank type of shots. Anyways, I'm chilling here. I'm glad I went heavy side. If I tried pressuring that flank, I have a feeling that 50B and Gorilla would have yellowed for me and the 704. Now I can sit back, reload my magazine, and get ready to deal with this 50B and Gorilla 15 here. The enemy 50B is kind of just suicide yellowing in, so let's wait for the Gorilla to give me some shots here. All right, he's going to give me a nice shot onto his turret. So let's see, he is running a spell liner. Probably not worth shooting HE at him, but we will try and retrack him here. There we go, another track shot onto him there. And we should have the kill. Nice, quick clear on him. Finally, guys, we have gotten ourselves a W. Ain't that nice after all of those losses? Unfortunately, it is a steamroll of a battle, which means my team was just outright years better than the enemies. Okay, so here's the Minerato. Minerato is spotted up in the middle. We can shoot at his engine deck and try to catch him on fire here if at all possible. Another shell into him. Maybe I should just reload my full magazine there. Although... Okay, I was going to say, is there VK blocking or WZ? I can't really tell. He is not. Somehow this game is actually still close, but as I have full HP, this is going to be a very optimal Carro game, as I will be able to clean everything up without issue. That is, unless they start dying by themselves, which it looks like they are already starting to do. AMX with DB poking up top here. I was thinking of maybe killing him, but you know what? My damage farming instincts, as I have not dealt much damage this game, are in full-blown calculation mode. I'm telling you, there is something off about the Carro's accuracy here, dude. I'll save my reserve shell so I can kill the 50B if at all necessary. You know, I'll just kill this dude. VK has him. Nice. Carro gun can be a little derpy at times, guys. It can be a little derpy at times. I am telling you. I love the tank, don't get me wrong, but there are some shots you just do not expect it to miss, and they hit, like, outside of the reticle. Like that shot on the Yo, the shot on the 50B there, that should have been a kill shot. But I did get my 4K damage up because I was a greedy player, and I at least wanted to do 4K since, like, every game has been a 3.7K loss for the last 3 battles. So there we go. 3K, got a W. I'm glad I went heavy side. I think if I had gone med side, I would have just been kind of stuck there. It might have taken my team a while to progress on that side and win it, and maybe I would have died in the process. So I think I made the right play. Definitely with the Carro, it's much wiser to play a little bit more cautious. Excuse me, hiccups. Don't YOLO in, like, right off the bat. It's generally not recommended, and that's a fast way to die. Enemy team have a really strong dudes line up here, man. That does make me a bit nervous. Took the blind shot. I have an object, a 60 TP for support. I don't know how I feel about this. They have a patent and a 4 tier 2. Already 2 tanks that I may have to load up premium ammunition to pen through the turrets there. My 140 is currently AFK. So, what do I do here? What do I do here? I'm going to be a little late spotting the crossing too, because I decided to stay back and go for an early blind shot. Maybe I made the right decision of going dunes after all. I thought with an M4 and a 60 TP and a patent and a 422 for sure, their team would head dunes. That does not appear to be the case. All the same, better play safe than sorry. We'll take one blind shot right about there. Okay, there's the enemy's 422, 4005, E100. The E4 is the last anomaly that I'm concerned about. 422 is YOLOing across the middle here, and I don't think I'll have a shot on him. Enemy team being super aggressive on that side. Okay, we gotta go, boys. So we're gonna lose our 60 TP, who did the very big brain play of sitting on the other side of the map without team support there. And as you can see, he is already quickly going back to his garage. This gun at distance is not being my friend here. Let's aim this one in fully. Nice, at least that one goes through the 100. We can hopefully hit a second shell into the C100. I'm gonna focus the 100 out right now. And I'll probably preserve my magazine. Okay. So my whole team is spread out in the dunes. And our good heavy tanks... Our 2 heavy tanks wandered by themselves into the town, basically. And through. So... Do I hold dunes and go for crossfires, or do I try pressuring with our 60 TP here? They're both valid options. Not really sure which one I would prefer. 60 TP, unfortunately, did get spotted here. And I am about to get spotted as well by the patents. Put a quick shell into the patent at least, and back up a little bit here from the 100. I do have a 268 for support here. This E100 kind of looking my way, but he does get tracked in the open, so let's put an AP shell into his lower plate there. Nice. And, of course, the M4 and 422 are in respawn. I knew crossfires would happen eventually. I was hoping to be able to get away with it. See if I can back up a little bit from here. There we go. Nice. Okay. I lost a lot of HP, but on the upside, the enemy Z100 is almost dead. So, that's good news. Our 268 made the unfortunate mistake of staying there in the open and getting full health by everyone and everything. The other good news for me is that I can crossfire out this 4005 to some extent from back here if he were to pull back. Yeah, this game is over. Basically, our heavies threw their tanks away for absolutely no reason at all and caused us to lose the battle as a result. If our heavies had, I don't know, followed the 5 other teammates that were pushing into the dunes, we would have been fine this battle. But they had to wander off by themselves, for no reason, no logical reason other than I'm heavy tank, I'm invincible, basically. Let's put a shell into this dude real quick. All right, can't really overextend here either. I'm gonna see if I can put one more traction onto this E4. At least focus so we can hopefully get one kill here. That's definitely not going to be the case. We have a tungsten M4 YOLOing in on this side. I'm just going to put one more shell into him. I'm going to go down once this dude shoots me and the pan shoots me, so I'm just going to put one more shell into this dude. And that's game over for me. Got 3,000 damage out. Our team should have held dunes. I might have made a bit of a boo-boo there by pushing up with the 60 TP. I was hoping I could push up and support him. I knew crossfires would eventually be an issue. Once again, top tier heavy tanks doing 0 damage. 268 YOLO did 0 damage. 60 TP did 25, which means basically someone rammed him. So 2 of our top tier heavy tanks and 1 of our top tier TDs doing 0 damage that game. Oh boy. For 268, it sat in the dunes and sniped. That would have been more optimal. And I was only pushing up with the 60 TP because I felt like he would need some support on that end, because he'd run into at least a couple of tanks there if they had vehicles still kind of showing in the middle. I was hoping the remainder of my allies would sit back in dunes and crossfire the enemy team, because if that 268 stat back on the dunes, he could have been farming the M4 and all that type of stuff, but that didn't unfortunately happen. Another L team, you could say. Basically, having 3 of my players do 0, including 2 of the tier 10 heavies, is diabolical. What I don't get is like, okay, sure, the 60 TP and Type 71 have 0 situational awareness. We already understand that because they wandered all the way into ACAP by themselves without support. But how do you not pen at least 1 shell when the first tank to push on you is an M48 Patton and a 4202? You're in heavy tanks. That should be easy. But I don't know. I digress. Let's get back to the game. We're going to spot the middle here. Bit of a doo-doo shot on my part, but I'm just going to pull back and reload the magazine. The enemy 60 TP. Watch the 60 TP finally get at like a good team now that he's against me. I swear, with my matchmaking right now, with every single time having 0 damage teammates, I don't know if I will get blessed on matchmaking or if the curse will continue. All right, let's put a quick shell into this VZ here. I'm going to pull back because the 60 TP is getting a little bit excited at the side of my tank down here. And I'm going to cover our WZ-152A down below. Now, we're not going to overextend here. Overextendo, big no cool. That's how you get farmed by 183s. Let's put a shell into this dude, but I will at least cover them if they start pressuring this side. There's the Waffenträger. We know where the E4 is as well. And I'm just going to chill here for now. I think the mid should be fine. This dude can't push. The bigger concern definitely is going to be our spawn. And I can already see that this is going to be a bit of a problematic battle if our Leo gets taken out here. Because if our Leo gets taken out, goodbye map control, right? We're going to get crossfired out from our spawn. So, can we get the 60 TP down long enough for me to make a counter push here with this dude? Okay. Reading the map lineup, no one else on our team has noticed the threat that is the D side of the map. I'm going to go help out our Leo here to the best of my ability. All right, we have this E4 in the open. Put a hat shot into him and pull down to a hold on position here. Very nice. Oh, I'm sorry, Leo. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm not trying to block you. I'm trying to make a counter push here. All right, so the 422 on the enemy team overextendo a little bit. Let's put a shell into him. Nice. And we're going to start clearing out behind us. Basically, the play that I want to make right now is getting our rear as safe as possible.
A bit like the TVP, but instead of clipping in 1 second,
buddy, don't take a shot from the
takes
E4.
10 plus seconds.
All right, hat shot APCR. Nice. We're still holding this side. If we can clear out this 422 here, we're going to go for the 422. Track him. Nice. So the 422 should get HE'd up the rear here. I'm going to use my reserve shell. He doesn't have any gun depression, so he might struggle to shoot me here. There we go. All right, so now I have a little bit more map control on our rear back here. The E4 on the enemy team is continuing to YOLO around this corner, which hopefully we can back up fast enough. We do have a Charfator on us. We're going to have to go for a long reload. But with the support of this Leo, my teammates are no longer getting crossfired out from behind, which was my primarily concern right here. Let's load up 4 shells, because if that Charfator tries YOLOing in on me, I'm going to aim in for him as if I have shots and just sit here and aim at him. Let's see what happens. I'm going to act like I have shots on this dude. I'm going to take one and act like I have another one. Wait, why are you poking me again, buddy? Okay, the E4 is going to struggle a little bit on the mobility. We can load up at least 2 shots here for him. Now, the E4 does have a traverse speed buff. I'm just going to shoot an AP shot here. Track him in place. All right, we do have his flank here. We're going to reload a couple more shells while this dude is on my rear. Might be wasting a little bit of time here, but I don't want to use that reserve shell just yet for the kill, so I can load up 2 more shots for this Charfator here. Charfator no longer has the DPM potential to help me out on this side. So let's put a quick shell into his rear. There goes the gun handling on the Carro randomly, just doing nothing for no reason. The Charfouteur still trying to run away, but we do have map control. And so we were able to keep 3 tanks at bay on this side of the map here. There we go. That one goes in. 4,000 damage. I think that was a beautiful, beautiful counter push. Actually, I might even highlight this in a eventual guide on knowing when to make a rotation and push, because that was a really, really good example of when you have to push a flank because your team will get crossfired out and lose. Let's cap B real quick. I should have capped D while I was at it. Oh no, I need my allies to not die. I'm gonna cap C and YOLO and clip, basically. That's my only option I have left here. So let's cap C. Okay, what's YOLO? I gotta pick up some kills here. So there's the Charfouteur on the enemy team. He's YOLOing into the middle. Nice, Chieftain picks up a kill. The CC should also have a kill on this side. I wanted to play it safe for caps there. And we will win this game. A very, very close game, mind you. Chieftain shot that kill. Nice. Very, very close game. But I think I played that perfect to a T. I'm just going to... Okay. Thank you, CJ, for blocking that player from the channel. Shouldn't be saying words like that. Okay, so 4,200 damage there. I think a really, really well played game. Good job to the Chieftain as well in the mid. But yeah, so just calling back on that game. You have to pay attention to how the game is unfolding around you, right? Our Leo was trying to defend D, which honestly, I can't blame him. I'm trying to get that information, so if they don't have anyone on that side, he could flank and crossfire it out. But the moment I saw, okay, Fortitude and E4 pushing in on him, the enemy team have a 60 TP and a whole bunch of tanks just holding the mid. It's going to take us a very long time to clear those tanks out, especially as they're covered by tank destroyers in the back, right? So YOLOing into them, we would get nuked, we'd lose a ton of HP. Now imagine we also lose the flank there. E4, Fortitude shooting Hesh into our rear. So that red flag pops up the moment I saw those 2 tanks get like spotted. Once I noticed the 60 TP was rotating towards A, I immediately rotated back, and I knew we had to pressure and clear those tanks out, because if those tanks are allowed to free reign on our rear, or if we're out of the game for way too long, then we're going to lose that game to a crossfire, right? Because our whole team will be trapped there. You always have to pay attention to that type of detail when the game is unfolding, and that's one of the primary like motivations that I have when I know it's time to make a counter push, is if we have a big advantage and it's a no-brainer, or in a scenario like that where your team will 100% lose if you do not push and get yourself out of a crossfire. And so, yeah, I think that was a really good game y'all could learn from. Just basically keeping an eye out on things and knowing when to rotate around. Thankfully, the Carro is a good counter-pushing tank because of its magazine, even though it took me way too long to clear those vehicles out. Oh, hello. What do we got here? All right, so 183 taking a quick crossing shot. I'm honestly impressed to see a 183 crossing. That doesn't happen very often. So far, the enemy team 62A does appear to be in the middle of the map here, so that's cool. And so does the enemy's Yo. Let's put a quick shell into their Yo and pull back a little bit. I am now spooted, I am sure. Nice. Oh, the enemy 62A is getting yoinked. Oh, he got full health. Wow. Impressive indeed. That takes true talent. I'm not sure what the enemy team is doing here. They've already lost to 62A. Their 183 is the insane 5-head player crossing into A side. The Gorilla's still sniping in the back, and our STRV keeps pushing underneath. Okay, there is one of their meds. Quick shot to him there. Nice. Yeah, stay back to shoot at me, buddy. Yeah, stay there a little more in the open. I'm so sorry, Mango. I think I forgot to read your donation there as well earlier. Aw, really? They're all just sitting there staring at me. They have 3 tanks in the mid.
Fatness, kissing face.
What up, Fatness? Welcome to the jungle. Great to see you. Thanks for dropping by. And hey, how's it going? And I think I got a donation earlier from Mango. I like the Carro bit, like the TVB, but instead of clipping in 1 second, the Carro takes plan plus seconds. Yes, it's what we refer to as being balanced. That is what the Carro is. A balanced version of the TVP. Big damage, but a very, very solid performing tank. And honestly, I find the Carro to be so much more rewarding to play than a TVP. A TVP, you just feel dirty playing. Dirty, disgusting, gross, yikers, that type of stuff. Whereas at least with the Carro, like, it does take a little bit more skill. 57's probably going to put another shell into him here, but I should be able to pick up the kill. Yoink, my kill. And this was a 7-0 game. There's nothing I can say about this game, guys. I had no big brainery. I sat in mid. I farmed 3k damage. It was a sweep. The enemy team was terrible. Nothing to learn from this battle. Other than maybe don't overpeak that bush when you know there's 3 tanks staring at you, as I lost, like, 1200 HP there, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so 3k, easy. You see, even in Steamroll games, the Carro can still whip out that 3k. The reason for that, you have 4 shells late game, boop, boop, boop. There you go. You have like 1500 damage right there and then. All right. So, not too shabby. Did you show the equipment for the Carro 48? Honestly, I don't even know what equipment I run on it. There you go. Maybe I'll run aim time. Then again, the gun's so derpy, actually, I'm going to keep the reticle equipment on. Actual skill required. Carro is Chad. I agree. Carro is Chad. And for the most part, even with that streak of just really terrible teams we have still been consistently performing well in this tank, like 3,700 damage mostly in all those losses. And, you know, in the end, it just came down to not really having the best teammates and not being able to clutch up 1 versus 5. Big surprise. I just got the 1 as well. Nice. Congratulations. Carro is a fantastic tank, and hopefully this stream will be informative to you. Install fear in the masses. Lol. Are these mods to get to flex the ban muscles? Yes, but only ban for people that are truly being inappropriate like that person. Otherwise, you give them a nice little fat timeout. Wonder if you use Supercharge if the shots would stop dipping. I'm not sure if Supercharge makes that much of a difference. The issue is that the tank is shooting like really outside of the center reticle. So I'm not really sure why a lot of shots are dipping though. It is a bit wacky. All right. 3 meds on my side, 3 meds on their side. We are relatively equally matched in terms of med classes, although technically speaking, they do have much better hold-down meds. We do have a gorilla for cover. Heavies are going into A side. In retrospect, maybe rotating out through A would have been the better play here, but we do find enemy 62A nice and early, so it's going to really shell into him there. Enemy 422 being nice and aggressive as well. We might need APCR to pen his turret, but he is crossing all the way to the corner, and we already see where the VK and stuff is as well. So, what do we do here? I can't really poke on a 422. It's a bit rat to poke on a 422. Our Sheridan does, though, and gets away with it. Let's load up an APCR shell for this dude's turret. The reason why I hate APCR is it cannot pen angled armor at all. And my gun also hates me. Nice meme. Still, the 422 did lose quite a bit of HP early on, which is good. Enemy team also have no TDs. Let's wait till we load up another couple of shells here. Maybe we can crossfire out this type, but the type is YOLOing down. I would love... Realistically, my play I would make right now would be to rotate out to farm up the heavies, right? Because those heavies are being really aggressive over there. But at the same time, yeah, I don't know. Is the shell velocity just really bad on this tank? For now, I'm going to keep covering med side because I don't want to throw away over map control. Nice. 280 was a bit of a low roll for a 370 alpha gun, but oh well, he's a one-shot now. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Huff, for the, not Huff, Zoltan for the donation, but I have absolutely zero clue what you said. I do not speak the language that you had there, so my apologies for not being culturally, language diverse. All right. Conqueror could be a problem. 62A, definitely a problem. M60, also a problem. Let's pull back here a little bit. We do have this 62A pressuring up. Let's put a quick shot at him there. I'm more concerned about the Conqueror at E5. And in a scenario like this, we gotta push forward here. So goal here is to kill the M60. If we don't start low rolling him. Another shell into this dude here. And the 62A is unfortunately YOLOing into me. You know what? I'm still gonna go for the clear on this dude at least. Wow. Yep. Should have listened to my instincts. Should have 100% have listened to my instincts. Screw the med side. When your TDs are not crossfiring from the back of spawn, because they're like, oh, like TDs should never go that aggressive. In my opinion, you should be sniping from the back or even closer to the bridges there, because you can't do anything once you're spotted. Our heavies are getting gamed on over here. Like how? They don't even have TDs. Like look how terribly our heavies did on this side. Our type and our M4 and our 60 TP. Our Sheridan suicided instead of holding there with me, and the 62A suicided. What we really needed to do there, and what I was waiting to do there, was counter push the 422 and the M60 with my allies. Grill, could you just like YOLO so the game's not 10 trillion years, please, so I can go to the next battle? Yeah, instincts always pay off. Instincts always pay off. I might actually switch to supercharged on this tank because I just realized the shell velocity on it's pretty trash. So let me try this one more time. A true Asia server experience.
A true Asia server experience.
Derp, thank you very much. I mean, we still did 2,500 there. I mean, it could have been worse. Our M4 did fine as a heavy. Once again, 60 TP, 100 damage, type 71, 300 damage. Like, what can you do with every single... Actually, no. 3 players did 1 shot or less. 62 did 3, or Sheridan did 2, and YOLO didn't die. Sheridan should have just held there with me. In that scenario, our heavies will probably survive for a while. Let me try swapping to supercharged, and I'll put V-steps on. Make the gun bounce a little less. That might help out as well. Yeah, there really wasn't. Hello, I have a question about goulash. Oh! Goulash good. Sorry, friend, I was the M60. That's fine. That wasn't your fault. You literally had a team that was just way better, so you pushed up and dealt damage. I don't see an issue with that. No need to apologize. The ones who should be apologizing are the Rat 60 TP and Type 71, who for the second time tonight have done close to 0 damage. For the second time. 2 of the easiest to play, in my opinion, heavy tanks in tier 10. Doing like 0 damage or 300 damage. It's disappointing when that happens. So hopefully, let's see. I'm messing around with the equipment a little bit here. I think supercharge actually might help out the tank quite a bit. Let's see. This is the same pincer player, ain't it? He's already getting shot up this side. Nice meme. Alright, he might rotate out low-key. He might rotate out. And if he does, I'll be ready to pounce. Let's see, there's the Kampfpanzer. We don't really have a whole lot of info on what's going on in town. But I think I'm going to help my 50 TP out over here. This Kampfpanzer is getting nice and aggressive. Kampfpanzer puts a quick shell in over on this side. I am spooted. Oh, I am not spooted. Now I'm spooted. Alright, Kampfpanzer YOLOing in for my tank, I guess. Not really sure what his big brain plan is here. Distract him a little bit. 54, do you want to kill him, buddy? 54. I'm not going to use my reserve shell. Nice. Alright, so we pick up a little clear on this dude. I think he panicked when he saw the Jagdpanzer on his rear. And so he just YOLO'd and died. He should have just taken the shot for the Yag and backed up a little bit. He would have been actually better off there. I'm not going to pull into their spawn. This is a T30 and 268 unspotted. And this T100 LT on the enemy team has made a not so little boo-boo. He's made a rather large boo-boo, and so before we will pick up a kill on him in just a moment, I believe, unless I low roll him. Max roll. Nice. So quick kill on that dude. Very good. My team is 2 up. And enemy team is... Okay, there's the TVP, there's the T30. Rosetta rotated back to their spawn, and that only leaves, for the remaining vehicle unspotted, would be their Carro, who I would assume sniping in the back somewhere, as he has not been spotted yet. So there's enemy's Carro. We're going to try and shoot him on his rotation into town here. Shell velocity does a lot better with supercharge, so I think that will actually just help out in hitting shots more in this tank. I'm going to see if I can start doing anything about Mr. 268 here without giving this T30 a free shot on me, but he might take the free shot anyways. Ah, we baited him. Let's go. Alright, since that dude's still in the open, let's load up a 4 shell here. May as well. Alright, 1 quick shot onto this T30, and we still have some free shots onto the side of his tank here. Another free shot into this T30. We'll wait for him to back up into my reticle. Another free shell and back up. Good stuff. We're chilling still. T30 is getting wrecked. Nice. And my allies in the back got wrecked. Enemy TVP rotating back for me in the Yag here. And I wonder if I can pull across and shoot this dude while he's pushing through here. Alright, I'm going to save up some shells here as he is circling our Jaeger-Roo. 2 HEs, 1 HE here. We'll load up a second HE here. And you know what? Because this tank is so deadly to keep alive, I'm going to use my reserve there for the clear. So 4,000 damage dealt. Nice, we haven't lost any HP. I won't really farm any late game damage here, I think. We still have some healthy tanks over there and there. Well, 268 might die, but I think I played that correctly. Just kind of pulling out, supporting town, letting their team overextend there. Casually farming up from the sides, and we did 4,000 damage like it was absolutely nothing. So in those slightly less 2-minute games, you will farm up 4K with no problem in this tank here. So we will just chill. Chillin'. Waiting for the mag to reload. Alright, two shots enough to poke? Maybe 3 shots in just a moment here. Alright, there's the enemy's Progetto. Quick shot to him. Bring him down to a 1 shot. Their Prague is also here. I think our grill got spotted, judging by the fact that he pulled back so quickly. Our grill's probably dead. R.I.P. grill. I still have 3 shots. And so let's load 4 shots up here so we can guarantee this the full clear on these fools. Alright, quick shot into this dude's tracks. Nice job. And another quick shell. Clear. That's 5,000 damage, I think. Not a bad game, eh? Yeah, it was an easy 5.2k damage. Lovely stuff. Fatness, how much you bench? I actually haven't been to the gym in like 3 years. I mostly just do a boatload of push-ups and pull-ups in my bedroom. as my kind of muscle building workouts, but I was a bit lazy for the last year. I lost a lot of muscle mass, sadly, compared to how it was back in 2020-ish. But yeah, I'm planning on getting back into it. Actually, I did like at least 50 push-ups and 20 pull-ups before I even started today's stream, so I'm a little tired out from that actually, but I'm planning to be able to get to the point soon where I'll be able to do 100 non-stop and 100 pull-ups non-stop, and then progress on to other kind of calisthenics exercises. Fast, how many fingers do you use? I use 3. There you go. I use a thumb and index finger on my left hand and a thumb on my right hand. There you go. Sheesh. Love it so far though. Ricardo. Yeah, the Carro. Me too. Honestly, the Carro is like one of the most satisfying methods to play for me. Even with its troll moments on its gun handling, which honestly is not the worst in the world. Here's the thing with the Carro. At least its aim time is about the same time as it takes for its 3.5-second intro clip. So unlike an AMX-50B, where by the time your next shell is loaded into the magazine, you are still dealing with terrible dispersion. This tank at least is like aimed in for its next shell. That is a nice thing about this tank, which makes it a little more comfortable to use because you're not like shooting with your dispersion all over the place when you're shooting your next shell. Anyways, we're on Castilla once again. I'm going to hope this team's better than my last one. Same old plan as usual. Since we're on this spawn, we're going to try and spot up their TDs. They only have a Bosch Altion. I think their IS-7 object could head this way, but it's more likely they're going to go to Seaside. We will see what these dudes spot up. Looks like our chieftain is already pre-aiming, and let's see if we find any wild Ratatimus Prime tank destroyers. We do not. Actually, we do. Both of them are over here. So, no heavy spotted up yet, eh? Watch this, like, stupidly aggressive play on this poor tortoise. Bop. Alright. There is an IS-7 over here. I'm going to spot the outside. If I spot the outside, they can't push. The IS-7 won't even have the gun depression to shoot at me here. Imagine that. So enemy team's all kind of over here. I have a crossfire galore of allies on this side of the map here. So I'm not too worried. IS-7 doesn't have the gun depression to shoot at me. If he tries pulling up more for me, it's kind of his demise. I'm going to act like I'm running away. Maybe we can bait him into pulling over the hill here. If 5120 is sniping, he picks up a clear there. Good stuff. I'm going to spot our underside. I don't think they actually sent anyone to the top of the hill, which is their massive, massive mistake. So the enemy team are messing up big time here. Yeah, we have total hill supremacy, and their whole team is sitting back or in spawn. Enemy 60 TP is YOLOing our 200 LT, and watch how fast he just falls apart over here. Well, especially with me for crossfire. Alright, lower plate. Let's aim this one in. Alright, one bend onto his lower plate here. Let's aim a second shell in here. We should be able to pick up the clear on this dude, hopefully before he kills a 200 LT. There we go. 200 LT, you're going to want to pull back. There is an IS-7 yoting you. He has been yoted by the IS-7. Not a whole lot I can do about that. RIP to our brethren there. Wait till we got another shell. I hit into this upper plate there. That's fine. That's fine. We still have a phosphor crossfire, but I'm going to migrate to this side of the hill because that's where the heavies were. That's the only reason I didn't retake the outside lane is I wouldn't have cover fire from my heavies. So I was keeping an eye on the minimap to see how they're rotating around. And the last thing I'd want to do is push into all of those dudes on the outside and get crossfired out like crazy. All right, one shot into the I-7 here. I'm not going to block our chieftain. That's a bad idea. Let's go for a lower plate shot. We'll load up an APCR shell. We might be better off just picking up a kill on this dude. I don't know. I just destroyed my DPM, but in that scenario, clearing the IS-7 would be a lot more beneficial for my team. And since I still have a chieftain and a 57 to keep an eye on this end, I can just sit here and reload my full magazine. And they'll start pressuring outside. I'll push around the outside. I still have this crossfire on this end. And the enemy's batch chat isn't even here. So the E100 and object are probably on the side of the hill. So let's just wait till we're loaded for shells, and we'll get ready to make a counter push here. And hopefully deal close to 4k damage before its end. I'm hoping the E100 is very healthy indeed. The E100 is here, right? Was he spotted, guys? Was there E100 ever spotted, or is it just this object 777? Oh, we are about to find out. Oh, yeah, there he is. He is quite healthy, too. All right, track shot. 328 with an AP shell. Already starting off with a good track shot. 438. All right, let's just, 57, you have free shots on this E100 for days, buddy. Another shell. 57's gonna yell at this dude. Pepega autoloader meta. Pepega autoloader meta. In a nutshell. YOLO, YOLO, YOLO. Die, die. Yeah. Isn't it just such creative levels of gameplay, boys? Alright, quick shell into this dude. This 3800 damage dealt. My priority will be this wandering Andy over here in an E100, who is gonna give my chieftain a free shot, probably. Maybe I can pick up a kill on him at least. There we go. I used my shell there just because I knew these dudes were going to kill him, so I was just going to try and steal as much damage as possible. I know, greedy. Greedy of me. Anyways, that game played out just as I was hoping it would. That's a very great example of why you don't want to send your whole team to A, because you just can't... Like, if you have, like, even 1 or 2 intelligent medium tanks holding the hill, you... Wow, that batch hit really just got wrecked by a Fosh. Impressive. If you have, like, 1 or 2 meds that are holding hill properly, just, like, playing the outside and paying attention to where the crossfires are, you can't really kill them. You can. And, like, obviously that didn't work out for their team in the slightest. Our Chieftain and 57, great support there. They both did a good job pushing in quickly into the middle to help once the enemy's heavies were pushing into A. This E100 had to be, like, terrible. Yeah, poor E100. His max damage is 3,500 in a game ever. Still, I mean, at least he's done 3.5k once, right? I just know the alphabet and the word hello. I don't speak Greek. Lol. I do not speak Greek either. Fatness, do you drive a Honda? How did you know? Yes, I do. But it's just a car to get me to and from school and to and from the market and stuff, you know, that type of thing. Nothing super crazy, just my humble vehicle of origin. Eventually maybe I'll get a nicer car, but that's not a priority right now. I think modern cars, I just have so many fancy gadgets in them that oftentimes you don't really need. And they're way too expensive for a broken college student. All right. You just smoked my team. MD, your team was terrible. I can't blame them for getting smoked. All right. So we are already spooted. All right. So the TVP was the one that got some early spooting on me. I'm going to do a little bit of early kind of spooching here as well. Oh, really? He's just going to poke up like that for free? I thought my ally was keeping him at bay there a little bit more, but he was not. I'm a bit concerned about those TDs back there. There's a great early spotting position over here, but you do have to watch out for TD crossfires. It's always high risk, high reward gameplay in this spot. I'm sure the Scrod is speaking for me. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. All right, there's the boss shot the on. Quick shot to him there. Now, my team is technically outnumbered on this flank, and as I'm concerned the TVP would just YOLO me on this side because he's still there, I'm just going to retreat a little bit here. My team is slaughtering heavy end. What I'm going to do instead is with his Vickers, passively hold C. Now, Dead Rail is one of my least favorite maps in the game for very obvious reasons. It's just terrible. That's why. It's just terrible. But what I'm going to try and do instead is at least provide some degree of cover for my allies here. So let's see if this TVP is poking up. He is not currently poking up, so I don't know if he's rotated out to cover his teammates, so he's probably just sitting back here waiting to YOLO us on this end. Looks like Ricardo over here in the Vickers will be going to that end of the map. I'm going to spot up this bush here, just taking it easy. So the Bashal, Theon, and TVP have ran away. This is our card to YOLO in and clear this end. They could have a Waffenträger covering this side. I doubt it. Enemy TVP really in a bad position now. And there's nowhere even for him to run. I don't know if I should just YOLO that or wait for him to try pushing out through his spawn. I think he's going to try and push out through his spawn, personally. Where's he at? 60 TV's getting wrecked, and Škoda's back here. Okay. We can clear the Škoda. We can absolutely clear the Škoda. Which way is the Yag looking? Yag hasn't noticed me rotating in just yet. We'll have enough time to cross up for free, I think. Yeah, we can cross up for free. Alright, so now we get ready to deal with Škoda. Quick shell to him here. Put another shell to him here. Nice. And I'll probably wait till I have another shell or two loaded. Or let's just go for the shot while we have it. Another shell into him there. Good stuff. Now he's a one-shot. I'm going to not use my reserve shell just yet unless he starts pushing in. Let's keep an eye on what that Yag's looking at. And nice. My ally even clears them out. Good stuff. And we're going to win. It's just a bunch of TDs left. So, YOLO time. The enemy meds really screwed up there by all YOLOing into the middle. They gave their team no cover fire there from back there. And let's see. Aiming in... What on earth? Dude, I swear, sometimes these shots, like, go out of the reticle. I even aimed that in, like, probably about 3/4 of the way until there's only, like, 10% of my reticle not on the side of his tank, and it still missed. Like, bruh. That is a bruh memento. Probably not going to farm a lot of damage here, but let's at least pre-aim a little bit for this Waffenträger. Oh, no, the Waffenträger's YOLOing. What? Oh, my gosh. I got scammed by the gun. Well, that was a no-farm game. Their meds just suicided. I did not expect their meds to suicide. They had a numerical advantage there. He didn't do any damage, but at least the Škoda tried to defend spawn. The TVP and Batchat just literally threw their takes away. not really sure why. I don't think it made a huge difference in the end because their heavies were going to die regardless. It looked like the heavy side was really throwing. But if that's the case, they might have been better off trying to actually all three of them counter push me in a Vickers, a tier 9 Vickers at that, because they could have beat us if they pushed together. But oh well. Fatness doesn't have Honda. He drives his Leo 1 through the Cali traffic. Oh gosh, imagine. All right. Well, that was a bit of an unfortunate moment. I kind of overled the shot on the waffle because, yeah, I only just recently switched to supercharged, and I forgot that the shell velocity isn't complete trash anymore. It's a little bit better, but not like good enough where I don't have to lead. It's not Leo 1 shell velocity, but it's, you know, it's enough for me to get by. All right. Speaking of our favorite Leo 1, howdy do, partner. Aim for a track shot, maybe. Damages rack. Not bad, not bad. Let's see. Not giving me any second shots here, but also he has, like, no direct support. So, quick shot into him there. That dispersion, man. It's so bad. Like, why is the Leo even poking, dude? You're on 700 hit points. Like, why? Yeah, what are you doing? So, the Leo throwing his tank away. Looks like the enemy team are sending tanks into town. Almost. If I had been pre-aiming that better, I could have maybe nuked him there. Oh, how interesting is that? So we know immediately where their VK and Chieftain are located here. Enemy Vickers 5A. Bruh, what is going on in this game? Someone tell me. SOS, please. I need to know. I need to know, guys. What is happening this battle? Object 140 might give me a shot here. Let's aim for a track shot, maybe. Unfortunately, the track shot does miss. We'll aim for another one. Nice. There we go. That one goes through. More concerned about the Leo over there, but I think our TVP is going to start being a bit of a nuisance on that end. And the enemy heavies are kind of just pushing through, so yeah, GG to that. Yay. Close battle. Leo is committing dead. Leo will be dead soon. What do I want to push here? STB has a nice crossfire from back there. Honestly, I might take the more rat position, which is down here, and also this Leo needs to die, so there we go. Ooh, I almost screwed that up because he was east-out right in the open there. Alright, let's wait to reload up a third shot, boys, or you know what, boys? We're gonna start screwing over this 5A and Chieftain here. What if I can still HE the Chieftain's rear? Kinda. Alright, HE into the Chieftain there. Oh yeah, you can still HE that. Watch this, boys. Ah, that's still a weak spot. Actually, it's even easier to see the weak spot now than it was before. Let's load up another 3 shots here, and hopefully we can farm damage out before it's game over. One more shot. Oh my gosh. One more shot, please. Holy steamroll. 2 minutes and 20 seconds. I am lucky to have gotten almost 3K out that game. My gosh. Maybe I should have been more aggressive there. Maybe. I don't want to push into 3 tier 10 heavies without, like, knowing I had 100% of team pushing in with me. Well, only 3K damage there, but we still did okay. TVP's doing rat TVP things, which is just YOLOing in. And the... which one was that? Which one's the salty one? Which one was Andres? Oh, the 140 got salty. RIP to the 140. Carlos Mingo, thanks for the donation.
Should I be spending my money on crates trying to get the Carro, or donate it for seconds of YouTube fame? Choices.
Should I be spending my money on crates trying to get the Carro, or donate it for the seconds of YouTube clout? Oh, the choices. Carlos Mango, of course, as always, I do appreciate your support. I would say spend the money in whatever will bring you the most gratitude. And either that is not spending the money at all and saving it up, or spending it all on a Carro if that's what you really desire, or if you really want, you can always support me. That's appreciated too. But yeah, difficult choices, I guess, eh? All right, so enemy team, lots of heavies, 2 tier 9 meds. We theoretically went in tier 9 medium tank territory. What I'm going to do for the start of this game, is since I should be faster than their meds, is try and aim for a nice early track shot here. Alright, I didn't have the shell velocity for that track shot. Let's see if we get any more opportunities. Enemy type 71 in the open, quick shot to him there. He's not going to want to cross though. He got cold feet. Enemy team also have vehicles on the B cap. So, early information where the enemy team is, giving me a lot more options. Now, my main concern is going to be the E4 and crossfires from the B side. My whole team, I think, wants to go back to the other end of the map. At least the good news is we know exactly where Mr. E4 is. Okay, so unfortunately, I wasn't able to reload in time to deal with that man's there in the Centurion here. The E4 is about to poke this. I'm trying to shoot the scent here, but I don't have a whole lot of cover. I'm going to reload a couple of shots. Watching out for the crossfires, I'm going to pull back. I really don't want to be the first one to push in on a 2-24. At the moment he does shoot though, he has a 11-second reload, so let's load in another shell here. Lower plate, okay. I should have time for at least 1 shot into his tracks here. And we'll pull back, load up another 2 shots. That way, if I do end up taking a shell from him, I can guarantee the clear on his tank here. So, he might go to pick up a clear on my ally here. I also might be getting YOLO'd here. Alright, we're going to go for the clear on the scent first. Quick shot to him there. You have a type behind me. Nice stuff. We do have to keep an eye out on exactly what this type 71 is doing here. But if this E4 gets a little bit more aggressive on me, you could put a quick shot to him there. Alright. He's giving me a side shot on his turret, so now I can push it on this E4. The type is still going for side shots on me from back here. HE for the clear. Nice, I'm going to stay fairly safe from this type. So, just playing around the top, and here's where you have to really utilize that auto-reloader mechanic to the best of your ability, basically. And I think we did do a fairly decent job taking advantage of our auto-reloader there. This Type 71 is now stuck in a bit of a crossfire with me and my allies. So I'm going to take advantage of this opportunity to push on in behind this type and hopefully put a full magazine into him. Even if we end up taking a shot here, it's not the worst case in the world, because in the end, the type is dead. Tracking the type in the open here. Type has a repair kit, but we should have the reload here for the clear. Nice. Now I should be free to start rotating back. We will have to keep an eye on the supremacy cap points, but it looks like with a 4-2 lead on my team in terms of kills, we should be perfectly big chillin' on this side of the map. 5A could be a problem to deal with here. 50 TP's here. 50 TP's easier to kill. Low key? Low key? Just might push him for the 50 TP here. Alright, I think the other tank's behind me. Yep, he sure is. Alright, we gotta make sure every shot counts here. Another shot to this man's. Alright, let's hope for the high roll. Definitely not a high roll. I'm not going to use my reserve shell just yet. The Prog can pick up that kill there. Prog pick it up. Nice. We got to go cap B, buddy. Now, my HP's low. They still have 54 E1 and a 5A on healthy hit points. I'm going to let the Prog cap. And instead... Prog's not capping. So I'll pre-aim this end then. 45 is pushing him pretty aggro here. I still think that 54 is going to come from the other side. Or he could be capping A, one of the two. Regardless, I don't think I'm going to YOLO out just yet. Maybe I can push him with these dudes. Yeah, he should be fine over there. Not really sure where the 54E1 went. He was over here somewhere. He did go for A. I figured. Nice. Okay, I can just counter YOLO him then. Should be fine. Interesting play by my Prog there. I guess he could just YOLO in for free. I was being a little bit more passive because unspotted T54E1 floating around on 600 HP. I thought we were just going to cap and force them to push into us, but it turns out our mans had different plans. Anyways, we should be able to clear out this 54 here, I think, eventually. I don't know if he's going for C, B, or A. All I do know is he's back here somewhere. Alright, he has a lot of HP there. Alright, he low rolled me. What's his alpha? 350 or 310? I think it's 310. Alright, Prog, push in. Show him who's boss. Alright, 6,500 damage there. Maybe without... Oh, you suck! You suck! Oh, I wanted my 3 kills and my 6.5k damage there. 54 is a little tunneler, man. You're not going to win that game. Just farm damage. Anyways, well, we did 6,497 damage there. Oh, not a bad game, right? Did it feel like a 6k? Probably not really. And that's what I love about the Carro, man. That late game damage farm is so strong, especially if you manage to have enough HP to kind of push in. And so yeah, 6,500 damage. That was the first ace that actually felt deserving of really being an ace. I think I had a 5k ace earlier, which was fine, but that was like legitimately a really well played game. What I did that game was perfectly played, baiting the top side of the map, not overextending, letting them push into me so my TDs could deal some damage to them, and then clearing those tanks out that overextended and repeating. And so we were able to just game on the top side, and after that, it wasn't too shabby. Casual AMX 30B enjoyer. The HE shells are very juicy. Yeah, dude, having this much HE alpha on a med with an autoloader is fantastic.
The HE shells are very juicy.
I would agree with you there. It's great stuff. Thank you so much for the donation, by the way. YouTube don't let me watch the stream from the beginning anymore. You should be able to. You just have to rewind the little red dot on the bar. Brained on the E4. Poor E4, man. Yeah, poor E4 and sent. And the type too. The type got stuck up top. He probably thought his teammates were gonna push him through mid, but they just yelled at our spawn. Yo, concept 1B or VK90. VK90, trust me, after the VK90 gets changed, that's gonna be the most annoying tank to deal with. I know the concept's like good and everything, but in terms of just overall being really good at what it does, the VK is gonna be the best. I think the E5 is gonna outperform the concept significantly after the next couple of patches, so I would say go for the VK90. just because the VK won't have a direct competition. Ooh, interesting. So we do find their TVP there. What? Buddy, you're just going to let him poke all the way around like that? Ay. I think the 422 is just going to YOLO out with the 30B there, but tunnel vision does miraculous things, don't it? Guys, this is why we don't take the lazy crossing on this map, okay? Okay? Just a little tip. Don't take the lazy crossing. That's how you lose all your HP in a couple of seconds. Not very smart. Alright. While I'm poking the exact same spot, but I'm poking this because our 5A will spot their spawn soon. I can't really do anything up top. We have a bunch of hold down tanks over there that keep chilling and doing their own thing. My priority will be nuking whichever tank gets spotted on this outside lane, which will be the Gorilla 15. So, quick shot to the Gorilla for starters there. Girl's gonna try backing up, spray him a little bit. Nice, another shot to the Gorilla. See, that's why it's good to pay attention. Right? You see your teammate getting nuked, you know they have tanks cross-firing out the side there. And I had a feeling, because that grill wasn't spotted up top, he was going to be there. So I even called out that our 5A was going to spot the grill there, right? Now, the biggest mistake we can make right now would be overextending into this corner. But maybe this TVP won't pay attention. He'll push in on this dude. Or this Carro will. So quick shout to the Carro for starters. Carro done messed up already, but he quickly fixes his mistake and pulls back into cover. That was the right play by the Carro instead of overcommitting. And our 30B is now in a hardcore pressure here. So I'm going to see if there's anything I can do to provide a little bit of assistance against like this 57, E75, you know, vehicles like that. All right, 30B hitting a pretty saucy track shot there. Maybe I could retrack? Not quite. I wish I could have, but I couldn't quite retrack from that angle. Okay. So we have the 752 pushing up over here on my right-hand side. There's also a 422 behind us. I'm going to see if I can put a quick shot to the 422. Didn't quite have the gun depression there. The Carro's trying to snipe me from the other side. I'm just going to stay down for them crossfires. Right to my 2, I have a full magazine loaded here. One quick shot to this man's here. Nice. 57 on the enemy team is starting to pick up a little bit. Side shot into him as well. Good stuff as well. And we're holding really well with this 30B. So let's just start reloading again. I think our 5A is just griefing their spawn. So shout out to our absolute Giga Chad 5A player, dude. Man just sent it like a boss. What a baller, dude. What an absolute baller. No fear. Man just sent it. All right, one more shot to this dude. The damage farm is going to continue. One more shot to this dude. And we're going to yell back for the... Oh, it's my favorite tank in the game. It's a TVP. I will YOLO you. You will be mine. HE? Wow, that hit the top of his engine deck. Impressive indeed. TVP gets double shot there. Quick shot to him on the crossing. And a quick clear on him here. Nice. Only 3,500 damage because my team steamrolled their team. But you know what? I think we can always learn something from that game, right? So, you know, this S-Conk, I saw him getting nuked. And, you know, I just kind of watched him because I was like, bruh, that's why you don't cross on that side. But also gave us information that the grill was sniping the outside. And as we just so happened to have a 5A, just Giga Chad YOLOing through their spawn, which was a completely stupid idea on his part, but hey, you know, it worked out for him. You know, I was able to get like those couple early shots into the grill, and then that grill was just useless for the rest of the match. And, you know, just stuff like that is always valuable. So I should always try and keep an eye out on your allies just as much as the enemies, because you can get a lot of information just from watching what happens to them, you know? Concept 1B or HisRoyalFatness? Probably STRVK over Concept 1B, although Concept probably easier to play, but STRVK. Thank you for your last how-to video, HRF. I knew a lot of the time went into making it, so here's a small contribution
I know a lot of time went into making it.
As I promised in the comments,
so
keep educating us.
Contribution for it, as I promised in the comments.
AGR.
Keep educating us. 50 WR guys smile.
Thank you so much for the donation, AGR. I really appreciate it. I'm glad that video was well received. Yeah, I spent a lot of time on that video and everything, but I was quite happy to make it. The only problem is in a week from Monday, my final semester at university starts up, and I will be very, very busy once again. I don't know if I'll have entire Sundays to throw away on making videos and stuff, but I am still maybe going to try and make one more video before my semester starts up, at least. An important video on when to make a counter push and when to identify scenarios when you can really utilize that counter pushing maneuvers and stuff like that. That's a video that I have in mind. Basically, this is a lot of stuff that I talk about on stream, as I've already talked about several times on this stream, you know, about different games where I made the correct counter pushes and stuff, and the crossfires and stuff like that. But not everyone has 2-3 hours to watch a stream. I get that. So I will still make a video here and there. All right. Here's what we're going to do for now. We're going to spot up this crossing. There's the Regressa. There's the 57. Quick shot to his side. We also find the enemy's Guerrilla 15. Quick shot to him as well. 390. I love this alpha damage here. He's going to try shooting at... What, are you just going to sit there the whole time? I think this Guerrilla 15 is not very intellectual. Let's spot him up again. Quick shot to the Guerrilla again. I am going to see if I can do anything else about him. Okay, so we know we have a Regressor and a 57 on this side, and holy smokes, our Guerrilla is not very intelligent either. Okay. 57, Regressor. 50B, 183. Our Carro and Super Conk are going to game on the top side. What's not going to game are AFK and Spawn, and these two tanks in mid that need someone to spot the outside. So, our KPZ is playing wall driving simulator. He's doing a really good job, honestly. You know, I would award him for his ability to wall drive so well. The enemy's Regressor, though, making a bit of an aggressive mistake. Ha ha ha, you get it? Alright, another track shot into this full here. And sadly, we won't be able to hit the second one. But I got to pull back from this 57. So I'm going to angle my turret up a little bit and wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. There we go. Just to not give him any easy shots on me. Still, I went here to keep our TE safe. That's still my primary objective right now. Now what I have to do is play the waiting game. I'd have to watch out for that crossfire. But I think we still have these dudes for support. So I'm not going to be too concerned about it right now. And I will see if this 57 gets ready to push up. The 57 is not too eager to push up here. It should be TD safe. And I think here's our opportunity to start kind of pushing for the 57 here. So 57 seems to be lost in Narnia. So let's put one shot to his side. 307, sadly, was our alpha there. SU kind of blocking me, but it's not the end of the world. SU should have a clean and easy clear here. Let's track this dude again, maybe. Unfortunately, take another shot from him. I'll leave him for the SU. I'm not going to poke the rail right now or the... Gosh, I didn't recognize the 704's icon because it got PBR in an updated profile. I didn't recognize the 704 at all. I'm like, what the heck is that? I thought it was an ISU at first because from the side, it doesn't look as angled as the 704 used to be. Anyways, now that we know... Okay, we know where the Guerrilla is. The 50B's up top. The Carro probably still sniping mid. I'm going to play a little aggro here for some early map control. There's the enemy's Carro. Quick shot to him. All right, pulling in down low here. SU does take a few shots. Fortunately for me, the Carro did fire most of his magazine there. Anyways, there's the 50B, and there is the enemy's 704. So, let's see. 183 kill shot at all? Not quite. Now we can go for it. Oh, he's dead. Never mind. Perfect stuff. The 50B should die as well. And I still have a full magazine of damage to dish out. So, what am I waiting for? All right, wait. Extra damage. Nice. Before he YOLOs to his demise. Wait for the Carro to start shooting at someone else, maybe. Anyways, I gotta YOLO him for damage. Oh my gosh, this SU is great at blocking me. Oh, the ricochet pen. Nice. That's 4,000 damage dealt, right? Did that feel like a 4,000 damage game? Not at all, right? I just kind of sat back. But what I did there is, you notice I rotated out pretty quickly from the mid. Because we knew those heavies were going to push through A. And once our grill died, and since our comp fencer was AFK, there was nothing for our team to really do. And so the safest play I could make was to go back and actually be a nuisance to their TD, so they wouldn't be able to just... Please don't HE me. Thank you. What I did was I rotated back into spawn to counter the heavies. So the heavies couldn't just push up on my TDs from two different angles, right? That Regressor and 57 could have pushed from both ramps and crossfire my team. That was able to keep that down, you know, with those TDs for support. I knew I'd be able to win that side and casually just whipping up the 4K damage there like it was no man's business, even with this dude being AFK and this poor girl doing 0 damage. Wow, their girl actually did 1 shot of damage. Impressive. You did better than expected. True, the only thing I need to get 70% win rate isn't just skill, you need high IQ too. As I've always said, mechanical skills are important, but what wins you games is more often your decision process way over your how to side scrape, how to shoot properly, how to lead shots. Like, that's all important fundamentals, for sure. But just being able to do all that will not mean you win a whole lot of games. You have to be able to rotate around the map properly, predict plays properly. That just takes a lot of time to learn as well. But, you know, a lot of players can do it, and so can everyone else. And primary studies are more important than creating videos. We'll check back every once in a while if when you stream. Thank you. I still plan on streaming on weekends. Obviously, I don't want to go completely dead. I'm hoping it won't be quite as brutal as my spring semester, which... honestly, it was terrible. I was struggling to find time to stream like once every 3 weeks, just with how busy I was. And hopefully I get a little bit more balanced school living a normal life schedule, but we will see. Yeah, we will see how that goes. I have absolutely no clue. I'm taking a new class at my university that just got added to the course lineup, and so yeah, it's like an advanced data science class, and I have no clue what it's about because it's never been taught there before, so I'm concerned it's going to be like excessively difficult because, you know, new professor, new class, they don't really know maybe what is best for students. We'll see. We will see. So that all depends on whether my semester will be insanely busy or not. Anyways, my team is mostly coming to this side. Honestly, the Carro is probably not super optimal for hold on gameplay here, but I'm still going to spot it up for the time being. All right, we have a wild T110E3 here. Put the APCR shell into his side. Let's pull back. Now, what I am optimal for is dealing with YOLOing Waffenträger. So let's put an HE shell into him there. This Waffenträger being rather aggressive indeed. And second shot, I think I ran out of gun depression there on that ridge. So that was just a fluff on my part, and no other fault than mine. Looks like this Waffenträger has made a massive boo-boo. Let's pick up a clear on him. RIP to that man. I mean, I respect him for being so aggressive there. Solid respect, man. But at the same time, maybe don't throw away your full HP paper TD right off the bat of the battle. This is just not recommended in general. All right. E3 is waiting for me. I'm going to wait to see if he overextends to shoot at anyone. So far, we have a Carro below us. The AMX-30B looks like he done got wrecked, so he's rotated out. I'm sure this E3 is still just sitting back here for me. Is track him, maybe? Didn't track him in time because I had to swap back to AP from HE. I was hoping to go for a track pin there. Foch is getting wrecked. But I can't give up corner. Oh, this is so screwed. Jagdtiger's done. I don't know what to do here, man. I can't just let this Carro and E3 freeform my allies here. You know how bad that would be for my team. What I can do is at least shoot at them from below. So let's put a quick shot towards this Carro. Of course, RNG is on his side and not mine there, so my shot hits super duper low. But at least the Carro knows I'm pre-aiming here, so he'll be less likely just to YOLO out. With that said, the E3 is probably going to YOLO me, as he thinks I'm not paying attention to this side. Quick shot to the E3 here. And let's see, I just need to roll somewhat decently for my next couple of shells here. Let's see. Yeah, keep angling down, buddy. I really don't want to take another shot from this dude, but I don't think I have a choice. Let's pick up a kill on him. Yeah, the Carrot's pushing from below. I don't have a choice but to pick up a kill on this dude. There's the T110E4 in the enemy team. Let's pull down nice and quickly through here. Okay. And begin the process of reloading our magazine here. Now, the 30B is paying attention to me, so I'm going to have to take it easy for now. Our mighty Yigaru is having a terrible day, isn't he? I'm glad our 30B came back to help me on the E3, but it was a little bit too late because I had to take 2 shots from the E3 there, which is kind of an F in the chat in my books. All right. Oh, I'm dead. Not dead. Not dead. What? Didn't quite have enough gun depression to work that spot. Although I am likely still dead. Choose my poison, AMX-30B or Carro, or T110E4. Which one will I die to? I choose the Carro because this dude needs to at least lose some HP before the start of this game. Okay. My Carro, my Jagdtiger, and my Foch just YOLO'd into the open versus a hold down ridge where the enemy team have bushes they can hide behind and hold down positions they can hold. If my allies had not done that, we would have been fine there, but piggies will be piggies, I guess. There's no other word. There's no other way of putting it. They decided that they're just gonna push into the most terrible spot. We're gonna get crossfired out and die. And with the exception, I don't know actually how this Carro farms so much there. Oh no. 2 more 0 damage players on my team. Have you noticed like every game that I've lost today in the Carro, I've had like 1 to 3 allies do 0 damage. It's kind of alarming how often we have players in tier 10 not penning a single shot. I'm really hoping with the meta changes, once the rebalances occur, players will not die so fast and maybe actually deal some damage. What's more important is for them to not die. I don't really care if you do 0 damage. If you stay alive all game and just prevent the enemy team from pushing aside. Like, that's way more useful than most players that YOLO and die. Okay. Bro, I had to wait 10 minutes because I thought I was subscribing, homie. Because I thought I was subscribing or subscribed. Bro, alright, because live chat's only for subs. I did that to get rid of bots. Basically, if you don't do that, you have a boatload of bots that enter your chat spamming all these sussy links. and you don't like that. That's not good. And then I have to get busy deleting them and stuff while playing, and that just ruins me even more when I'm trying to focus. What about T22 medium? T22 is fine, but it's just a T22. I'll do T22 things. I'm not a huge fan of it after I got Traverse nerf, because in my opinion, it's a lot harder to bait shots into your drive wheels, which was kind of the nice thing about it. Its hull traverse speed was really good back then. Now it's a bit more boat-esque, and so, yeah. But, I mean, it's still a solid tank at what it does. It's just not quite as good at debating shots. But we will see after the changes to the T22 are in place. It may be absolutely cooking. Alright, so we get one shot to the enemy's TVP here, who is definitely going to peek for me. Take another shot, buddy. You gonna keep sitting up there, buddy? Here, take a third shot. So the enemy's TVP, not being the most intellectual TVP players, as per usual, has allowed himself to be brought down to 600 HP in his ambition to tunnel me. Very impressive indeed. All right. So my concern now is going to be the enemy's 268, who we know is somewhere back here. Okay, there's his lower plate. He's gonna angle up his hull at all. At least I'm proxying, like, kind of just keeping him spotted here, so he won't be able to just pull in for free. Unfortunately, that shot misses. Did I get spooted? Oh, I got spooted. Okay, let's pull back. I thought maybe his tank was far enough around that bush where I wouldn't get spotted by him, but I was. I'm glad I didn't get shot there. All right. T30 is going to cover this side. We do have to worry about the A-side crossfires if they send, I don't know, the Carro through there. I think the 268 has just fired his gun, so let's just peek forward a little bit here. Oh, we find a wild tortoise rotating in. How cute is that? 380 ricocheted. 4005 is in the bush behind the tortoise, so that is good news as well. And oh, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to block you, buddy. My bad. I really wasn't trying to block you there. I was just trying to get an idea of what I could do here. Enemy 183 is now getting away with this for free because my Bachaltion is more determined to shoot at the tanks rather than the crossfiring TDs. Buddy, you really should be focusing the crossfiring TDs, not these other vehicles. Apparently the 183 just has a sick armor profile, as I have bounced like 2 out of my 3 shots on him. Oh, that's a rip. If I had nuked him, I would have been so much happier. Because now he is still alive when he should be dead by... Oh. Wow. What do we got here? Well, I did say you got to watch out for the A crossfires. I wasn't expecting a mill to be there, though. I thought the Carro might have headed that way. Oh, wow. Enemy 268 also being rather aggressive here. I didn't have time to turn off mono aim and pre-aim that shot in, but it's fine. We're still chilling. I think they still have 4005 back here. There's enemy Carro. Quick shot to him. The mill is pushing in on our spawn here. The tortoise is just destroying our T30 with DPM, but I should be able to hatch snipe kill him here if the T30 doesn't. T30 clears him. Good stuff. We're going to watch out for this 268 on my right and the 183 crossfires, which is my major concern right now. And so 268 going to be my first priority for now. He can't quite shoot me, so I'm going to hatch shot into him. 288, bit of a low roll for a gun that's 370 standard out. Oh my. Could have been farming that dude. It's okay. I'm going to focus on the map control for now. This gun just has such a habit of glowing low. I'm not really sure why. Nice. Quick and easy clear. We should win this game now. And we should hopefully be able to get about 4k damage out before it's all over. Alright, AMX-30B on the enemy team. Cook it. Yeah, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. Give me that damage, boy. Alright, enemy Carro still here as well. Quick shot to him there. He's about to get just destroyed by a... Oh, maybe not. Wait, this thing has 380 alpha, not 370? I got it confused with a 50B. I am beyond stupid, guys. I said it's at 370 this whole time. It's 380. I didn't know that. I got it confused with a 50B. I thought it was 370. Is it 380? I could have sworn it was 370. Or am I tripping, guys? I didn't know it actually had such good alpha damage. Wait, let me check. This whole time I could have sworn it had 370 alpha. What a casual 5k damage game. Bruh, I fell asleep. Dang it, curious. My commentary is not saucy enough to keep me awake. No. Hello, HisRoyalFatness. Hi. Okay, 5k damage. Not bad, not bad. We did our job. And I'm beginning to think I am a complete idiot who doesn't know anything about this tank. It's 380. It's actually 380. 330 and 500. I got confused with the 50B. I genuinely got confused. I'm pretty sure. Doesn't the 50B have 370? No, wait. Does the 50B have 370, or am I completely stupid? Okay, now I have to fact check this, guys. I am so sorry. Does the 50B also at 380? I could have sworn the 50B at 370. 380 as well. Wow, where did I get the 370 number from? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I only noticed I was giving you guys misinformation for the last hour and 43 minutes because that dude shot me. Ah, look at me being a silly willy over here. Ay, ay, ay. Oh my gosh, 50 was 380 as well, dude. I could have sworn it was 370. I don't know. Maybe I need more lemon tea. Fatness being forgettable again. Yeah, apparently, man. Apparently. 380 is nice. Dang it. I've been underestimating the alpha damage this entire time. Better to underestimate than overestimate, because this takes to low rolls surprisingly often. Alright. What's the play? What's the play? What's the play? I hate playing caves. I will let you know right away. Caves big sock. Me no like. But I'm going for it. The reason being is I never go for caves. And so if I do go for caves for once, maybe I can catch their team out. Or maybe I'll just screw my tank over by putting it in the worst position possible. This used to be the best position at the entrance of caves here for early spots and stuff. Yeah, I figured their team was going to go BC. I know that Pincer play is pretty good. I think the Kronwagen's a stream viewer, and they always know that playing BC is a way better play to the game. E50 took 10 years to get on cap. And so now we're going to have to play with the supremacy deficit. This is kind of screwed on matchmaking, like big time. They have a 57 heavy, a Kronwagen, and an AMX-50B. What do we get? A K91 and an M5 Yo. Yeah, we get 2 tier 9 heavy tanks. And their team gets 2 tier 10s plus a tier 9 heavy tank. So my team isn't just down a tier 9 heavy tank. They're mega down a tier 9 and a tier 10. Like, bruh, it doesn't get worse than that. So we're going to have to do a pretty fast job clearing this side out. My primary concern, once again, is, as I've always loved playing mid on this map, is crossfires, right? You're going to get mega crossfired out. So my early position here, our whole team's over in the enemy side too. We don't have any map control, is to get into the enemy spawn. That's my goal. Get into their spawn a little bit here. Start dealing with them from the sides and the rear. And then they have a bit of a problem to deal with. All right, just put a quick shot to this dude's side. 401, nice little high roll there. Maybe another shot. 372, good stuff. All right. So, double caps, once again, still being a bit of an issue here. Which is why I am pushing in for town. The reason I'm doing this is, even if they have tanks in the back of town here, I, at least, will be able to crossfire them out from behind a little bit here. E5, of course, could be problematic and stuff like that. My teammates are clearly going to be in a bit of a sticky pickle here in a moment. I'm going to take some shots from the Kron and this did one crossing here and accepted it. But that's not my concern. My priority concern right now is going to be AMX and CCAP. So I'm going to try and retake a base back. The Kronwagen is yellowing back for me here. So which side do you think the Kronwagen will yellow me from? Quick track shot to this man's here. Let's try and preserve our HP for as long as possible. Alright, I'm just capstoling at this point. We'll load up 3-4 shells here. Another shot into this man. Okay, the Kron can't quite yellow me. Same with the AMX. AMX is reloading. I'm gonna wait till I have 4 shots in the mag so I can guarantee the clear. One more shot. 2 shots. 3 shots. And clear shot. Teammates, you really need the cap B. You need the cap B. I'm doing whatever I can to save this game right now. The fast rotation to their spawn was made to give my team a decent chance of winning this game at all. Alright. This Kron will need to die. The problem is, even if I push it on this Kron, he's gonna spot, the E5's gonna spot me up from back there, and a Yag Tiger just died, or Yo's in a crossfire. I don't think we're gonna win, unfortunately, due to the cap deficit that my team has to face. All I can do is protect our E50 while he caps out here. Kron's going for the E50 here. Don't clear him out. Please don't clear him out. Dang it. I got a cap stall now. I got a cap stall now. Allies all dying. Oh, you guys are so bad. Man, oh man. I swear every loss in supremacy is because my Pepegas don't know how to, like, play properly in this mode. I saved that game hardcore by capping C, clearing the full HP 50-120 out from town, farming their tanks out in mid so you would have an opportunity to push through their spawn and retake the middle control, but they all just sat up top. They all just sat there. In the end, they didn't even kill the 30B or anything, and yeah, that's a bit of unfortunate. Oh dear, they all died. They all died. I could have just gone for damage farm on the E5 there in late game. I guess I should have YOLO'd into the Kron to keep our E50 alive, but like in that time frame, there just wasn't enough HP for me on my tank there. I just really needed my allies to pressure B, not to sit up top and do nothing and let the enemy team get a 600 plus cap point lead there. We had to pressure B. I went all the way into C cap to make sure they wouldn't have double cap against us, but they just don't pay attention to that stuff, which is why I personally hate playing Supremacy, because I'm forced to go around trying to recap bases to give my team a bit of a chance to fight there, but they are just completely ignoring all map control, all cap control, everything like that. Like the fact that I had the cap A before the E50 even got into it, even though he was right next to it, was a bit of a yikes there. That's precisely why I say Caves absolutely sucks on this map now, especially if you're playing Supremacy. Just go BC, cap BC, hold BC, let the enemy push into you, and it's like an easy GG, dude. Honestly, it's like an almost guaranteed win. So, yeah, now you know. Let's see what we can do here. The AMX-30B is going to be spawning up the mid. Also, yeah, let's just completely ignore heavy side. It doesn't matter if we lose A cap, right, guys? Right? It don't matter if we lose A cap or B cap. These Supremacy teams are starting to make me a little bit mulled, because they have no clue what caps are or how to best utilize them. But you know what? I don't care. I'm going to be the rat piggy that tries and defend A at least, because no one else on my team wants to. Alright, so the E4 just fired. Reset? No. Team. You wandering Andes, you. Do you see these wandering Andes, guys? Do you see these wandering Andes over here? Ah, yes. Let's wander to Narnia. Ah, yes. Capping C, but we're down to 150 cap points already. Is a great idea. I swear, I'm gonna mold myself off of Supremacy at this point. Let's still just YOLO into a crossfire with the 30B, because that sounds fun, right, guys? That sounds really fun. I'm gonna go with our Kron at least. Just take the shot from the 268. I can kill you. Help kill the Carro. You got him? I gotta clear this 30B out. He's gonna farm my team mega from up there. Is there a safe way to approach him? Yeah, mid should be safe enough. After clearing the 30B, we're gonna have to take B cap back because we're already down 150 cap points here. So 30B is making a break for it. Honestly, the right play for him. But also, I don't really care about this 30B at all. My priority is to HE Maxwell his boutte. Not quite, but I'm gonna go for A cap here. He should keep running away towards the middle here. 30B is a very nimble tank, so I wouldn't be surprised if he actually gets out of here before I can put another shell into him. But for now, I'm going to go for caps. Going for caps, keeping an eye on the E3's positioning. The 57's rotating back for me. E3's getting wrecked rotating back for me, so that's good news as well. Oh, very nice indeed. Very, very nice indeed. All right. Oh, E3 gets full health there. 57's YOLOing in. Track shot, so we can't YOLO into our 30B there. All right, another shot into the hull. Nice. Let's pull back and load 4 shells up, so if he YOLOs from me, we can deal with them. Oh, wait, never mind. Maybe that was a boo-boo there. He's going to YOLO this side. And we have double cap now, so I feel pretty confident over here. Over on this end of the map. All right, track shot. Oh, my gosh. We baited him. Another shot into his tracks there. What I'm going to do now is actually recap A as well, because the Yak Tiger's pushing in for me. So we're going to cap A. The reason I'm going to cap A is, once again, my team is still down on Supremacy points here, so it's cap A. AMX is on B. I'm trying to defend A to some extent here. Alright, alright, alright. Track shot. I managed to get the cap. Nice. Quick track shot onto this dude as well. Good stuff, good stuff. Track shot into this dude as well. And let's pray we do not low roll this 57 here. Actually, no. Maybe he still only has 1 shot left. I'll just save here and reload. May as well. I have enough HP. Yeah, why do I have to be the one to hold the capping control in this game mode, man? I swear no one knows what they're doing. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, I won't get another shell out too, because supremacy. Oh, these teams are so painful. Oh, I had to recap A. I had to recap B. Did 4.8k damage again. I miss encounter. I don't know why players are just like ignoring the caps completely. Like, what's the point of having supremacy mode on if you're just gonna treat it like an encounter cap battle? Anyways, I was able to carry our team to victory there. I guarantee if I hadn't been running around capping every base and clearing out 2 tanks on that flank by myself there, we probably would have lost. What a game. What a game. Nice job on 150 likes. Give it up, guys. Oh yeah, thanks, Shaq. To appreciate the like motivation out there, and thank you to all of you lovely viewers who have smashed that like button. It is very much appreciated. And to those of you who have not smashed that like button, what are you doing? Why can't I rewind the stream? Could be a glitch in the stream. I'm not really sure. I'll have to check. I will have to check. Maybe it's a stream setting or something that's off or something. Woo-wee! Spicy shot into the STB. Oh, I knew the cron was going to be there. I do have my stream settings good, right? Let's see. Monetization, customization. Should be fine. I'm not sure why it's not letting you rewind. That's whack. Stream settings, maybe. Oh wow, I just let all these dudes cross while I was AFK. You see how focused I am when I'm streaming, guys? That's why I'm pro. You see? Only pro streamers get distracted staring at their screen during the middle of a stream. Good track shot. Nice. Damages ammo too. Good stuff. Okay, my teammates might struggle a little in the corner versus all those very heavily armored vehicles. I think what I'm gonna have to do here, oh, there's the 268 as well. Not 100% sure where that shell went, but it is what it is. Wow, the Kranwagen has already demonstrated his ability to die, and the E4 is demonstrating his ability to tunnel vision, which is impressive. Okay, let me check my settings after this game to make sure the stream's all set, because I'm not really sure why it's not letting you rewind. Maybe one of my settings got turned off. Maybe Bobby stepped on my keyboard or turned it off or something like that. I wouldn't be surprised. Anyways, their 3 TDs are spotted up. My team has complete C control. It's a lot more logical for me at this point to just kind of pressure this right hand side for crossfires on the STB and things like that. Let's see, 268's back there. STB's back here. I think STB is ready to deal with my 9 degrees of gun depression, absolutely Giga Chad Italian TD. JK, I am definitely going to farm the free damage that I can get here. Why take damage to farm when you can farm damage for free? See how big brain it is, guys? Alright, reloading 4 shells here. Enable auto stop, enable auto start, enable DVR. Direct video reverse? Is that what it means? I have no clue. I need to check what DVR means, because that's turned off right now when I'm looking at my stream settings. So I'll have to see if it really would make a difference here. Buddy, you were doing a bit of what I would refer to as the oopsie. 380 alpha and reroll 313, by the way. That STB did an oopsie, but he got saved by the goated RNGs. Okay. Oh, lovely, Mr. 268. Would you care to poke out again and give me some more damage? Here, please do it again. I promised you I would provide you the loveliest damage farm of the century. Not really. I'm a liar. 1-to-1's gonna yoink it. My damage? No! Let me see. Let me just Google this real quickly. YouTube DVR. I need to see if the setting's important. What is DVR? Turn on DVR on live streams. What is it? Oh, there we go. That setting's turned off. I'm so sorry, guys. It looks like one of the settings got turned off. I was noticing I usually have one setting on in the stream. but this should be fixed now. Okay, so I think DVR is direct video reverse or something like that. I could be completely misinterpreting it, but you should be able to reverse the stream now if you'd like to watch from this beginning, if you are that type of person. So there you go. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. Someone mentioned it earlier. I thought it was a glitch, but I don't think it was. So if it's not working, just try refreshing the stream and it should let you reverse now. Carrot farming stream. Apparently, not quite as much farming as I wanted there, though. Not gonna lie. Because I rolled 313 on that STB. I was like, bruh, my game's over. Okay. 1-1 PvP Bashation versus me. I have a WZ Light and Object 84. Wow. Great tanks to deal with a 1-2-1 and a Bashation. We'll spot the crossing for now. I usually don't commit to the corner because it's kind of rat. Well, at least see if we can find anyone going this way. So far. Right, we do find the Bashation. Quick shot into him there. Maybe we can hit a second shot into him. Oh, the Bashation gets destroyed. Alright, P2 our brother. There could be a tank here. It's always good to peek out and check and do that, basically. Hey, buddy. Want to do that again? Okay. I'm going to pull back just a little bit. Anyways, I felt comfortable over here because once again, SDRVK's played like a pseudo-med, so you're not surprised when you see one there. What I'm going to do now is we know the positioning of the TVP, basically. Camo should be reset right about now. And we are going to yoink out of here, kill the Conway, because I don't really see a purpose in getting myself stuck in that corner. My whole team is there, right? And so my team is absolutely going to thrive in that town environment. Where my team may not thrive is if we start getting crossfired out from our spawn. So my goal for now is to see where the wild Conway has gone. Or the wild T30. So quick shot to the T30 there. We now know the T30's location. I thought the Batchat might have been rotating out, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So I will have to watch out for Le Bashation. He's not rotating out, but there is also a 60 TP yellowing this side. Okay. So here's what I'm going to have to do here. Who the heck spotted me? Oh no, I have no support over here on this side. I'm not even sure who spotted me either. I'm gonna have to go meet up with my team and hold spawn from inside the dunes here. I don't think I can push a Conway, a 60 TP, and a T30 without adequate support. That's my primary concern. Oh, snap. I didn't think that dude would be sitting there. Oh, wait. We can start crossfiring out this TVP from back here maybe in just a moment. Perfect opportunity. All right, one shot to the rear. Get him 57. Nice. Awesome. So I'm not like trying to spawn snipe or anything, guys. I'm literally just trying to make sure my team has some map control in the back here because I'm worried about them getting mega crossfired out. Now, I have a feeling this 60 TP is probably just pre-aiming this corner here. Oh, yep, he sure is. Oh, ow. That felt simply fantastic there. Lower plate, fully aimed in. 2 shells there. And we probably can hit a 3rd shell into his lower plate. That tank has too much armor on its lower plate. Man, I hope Wargaming destroy its lower plate armor when they rebalance that tank. Alright, we know where the Ag is as well. I'm so glad I didn't commit to pushing up top, as I probably would have been nuked. My teammates are trying to hold this side of the map. It's not going super well for them. Our concepts are one-shots. The T30 is one-shot as well. My team are struggling to kill this 121B over here. WZ121. Wow, they are actually struggling. Okay. Nice, nice. Oh my gosh, why are you yelling for me? Don't try and HE me there, buddy. What you gonna do? So I guess the 60 TP is doing 60 TP things, which is to just YOLO in. Let's just hope I don't get scammed here. Alright, let's use this 60 TP as a little bit of cover on my haul. Come on, please get the T30 for me. Someone, please get the T30 for me. He's a perfect hold on cover here. We can win this. I just need this T30 to die. Nice, T30's not paying attention to me anymore. Okay. Nice, okay, we also know the Yak's positioning. Let's load up an APCR shell for the Conway if he pokes out. Oh, sure. Sure. Yeah, let's have 320 millimeters of APCR ricochet off the perfectly gray Conway's turret, which, by the way, APCR should go through the spaced armor there. Dude gets saved by trash RNG. And he rolls 670 or 660 with AP. I'm pretty sure the Conway doesn't even have that much alpha on its 600 alpha damage gun. Ay. Why is it people always make the stupidest plays and then get blessed by RNG? Like, my shot just doesn't pen. Like, how much calibrated pen do I have? Like, 326 millimeters of APCR doesn't pen the perfectly gray entire front of his turret. It doesn't matter if he has a mantlet there. It goes through. The Conway's mantlet doesn't even bounce half of the standard shells to go into it. So, like, what? And then of course he gets a insane high roll. He didn't even HE me there. I checked the hit marker. It wasn't HE. We literally would have won. The Yag is terrible. That was a easy 5.5, 6,000 damage win there, probably. I could have just perma-tracked him and outplayed him. Ay, man, that team was just really, really bad. The 60 TP, I didn't expect the 60 TP to be so, like, obsessed with YOLOing me there when there were, like, one-shot tanks on his side. He just threw his tank away. I probably would have killed him. IMO, he probably would have killed him. XD, who? HE Rip? I'm not sure about HE Rip there. Because, no, here's the thing. If you're shooting at the mantlet or the front of a turret on a tank and you load HE, there's a really good chance you're going to hit through the gun. You're going to hit on the mantlet. And trust me, even if a mantlet's not heavily armored, it will block a lot of the HE alpha. So I'm like, okay, I have 320 millimeters of APCR pen. The Conway probably doesn't even have like 250 millimeters of armor on the front of its turret collectively, even with the mantlet. I don't know how that ricocheted. And you guys even saw the armor profile when I fired. It was completely gray. Like, he should have died there. My goodness, man. My goodness. RNG just hates me. I'm salty because I know I could have outplayed that Yag and easily clutched up a high damage game there. But oh well, that's in the past. I guess we'll just focus on the next game and just ignore the fact that RNG was my enemy that battle. Alright. Yeah, I was going to say, I have a feeling they're going to come this direction, to be honest. Alright, oh, and I'm spotted, aren't I? Not quite. Oh yeah, I am now. So the concept's just going to sit in the back instead of crossing, so goodbye map control for the enemy team here. Also, there's too many Pepegas over here. I'm going to rotate around. Oh my, what are you all doing back there? Buddies, get out of here. There we go. Enemy Waffenträger, already being really aggressive. Same with the Conway. Is that the same Conway? If it is, I'm getting my revenge. I'm 100% going to get my revenge. If that is the same Conway. It could be. It could be the same Conway there. Alright, let's go. Let's first deal with this Waffenträger, though. He is stock, so maybe he is not... Okay, he is running a spell liner, so I'm going to run AP. Actually, my HE of 500 might still be higher than my 280. Yeah. Alright, let's get ready to pick up a quick gun on this dude. Oh my gosh, sure. Yeah, he reloads just in time there. Alright. 57's here to support me. This Conway's doing Pepega Piggy things. Die. I don't know if this is the same Conway or not, but he's dead, and that's all that matters. Alright, quick track shot to the 100. Nice little max roll. Enemy TVP doing TVP things, which is to YOLO for one clip of damage and throw your takeaway. That is your TVP simulator, basically. What I think I'm going to do now... I have these two dudes up top. They have a Leo for crossfire. We have an E4 in the corner. I'm going to actually push down low because they won't be able to jump on me for free, and they're all going to rotate back for 57 and Progetto. So let's get ready to make that low ground push here. 23, stop pushing into me, dude. Just drive straight. You don't have to be swerving like that. You're literally driving through a ditch, my dude. Okay. So now I can get ready to deal with this E100 here. Let's go for a track shot on him, maybe. I don't know if he has the gun depression to shoot me from back there. He kind of doesn't. So another shot into his fuel tanks, maybe. And a clear on him here. Nice. So braining on that E100. Good stuff. And we should get the W. Lovely. Happy, happy days, as a Bushka would say. Although, not so happy that my farm is going to disintegrate right here, because 57 is Chad autoloader, and Progetto also Giga Chad autoloader. And my tank is not Chad autoloader, apparently. This is going to get 183, didn't he? I am so tired of the Carro's gun just not hitting or bending shots. Like, side of the Leo, full lower plate of a concept from like 5 meters away. Both those shots like Mr. Bounced. Ay. It's only 2.5k damage. Their team was terrible. To be fair, though, their concept set back and then their meds kind of just died for some no reason at all. I wonder if that's the same Conway, though. I'll be happy if it was. Benji. And I think this was actually a different Conway, wasn't it? Rick? Wait, there's 2 people grinding Conways right now in tier 10 on mobile queues. That's actually impressive, to be honest. I usually don't see very many Conways, so to run into 2 different Conways randomly is kind of like, what? Is the stream dying? No one else is saying it's dying, so it might just be your internet, so... Goated RNG. Oh yeah, the MLE rip. Yeah, enjoy your MLE with the same trash accuracy but less alpha damage. Enjoy. No tungsten shells for the higher rolls. MLE Loki kinda, its rebound's kinda blue. If they at least buffed the gun handling, I wouldn't mind. But since they kept the same diabolical gun handling but removed the only thing that made it good, which was its alpha damage, that's a big F in the chat for me personally. All right, my team is super split here. We have a Yag on this side. The Yag is slightly infatuated with me, as you can tell. Give me that lower plate, Yaggeru. Give me that hat shot, buddy. I believe. I do not believe. What the heck is that? So I have a wild 140 running the marathon over here, or the gauntlet. Dude is actually gauntlet running. Look at him. He's like, guys, I'm going to send it. I know exactly what to do here. Farewell. Oh, and he gets Amarak to boot, just to add insult to injury. Bless his poor, decrepit soul. Oh, dear. Poor dude. Anyways, my top side definitely needs some support, though. So I'm going to be a rat tank destroyer simulator for a moment here. Alright, we have a 907 on the side. Big shell to him there. Another shell to him there. And we can even put a third shell into him here. Track him in for a little bit. R422 is not long for this world, so we're going to have to clear out the middle here. We are most definitely going to have to clear out the middle here. Maybe. Yeah, I'm going to get yellowed. Or I can sit back and spawn with maybe one of our TDs. My concern more or less is the Jaeger. Wow, that's a rock. Good job, Fatness. That's some great driving on your part. If the Jaeger is not crossfiring me, we can kind of hold here because I have a Hurry. But to be fair, it's honestly safer for me just to YOLO and kill the Yag. I mean, we know where the Foch is. We know where the other, you know, the other TDs are. They're all back here. So it would only be logical to push in on an isolated Yag and try killing him. I think I'm going to go for that, assuming he's still back here somewhere. But, I mean, there's also a chance the meds rotate back to support that said isolated Yag, you know? So it does depend on a lot of variables, but Jaeger is spotted in the open. Jaeger can't quite rotate back to me in time as well. Rear drive wheel. Again. Let's wait to see if the T100 LT retracts him. 3, 2, 1, next shell, and track again. Alright, we're going to focus another shell into the Yag here. I'm going to pre-aim for this 215Bs if I have a shot loaded in so he doesn't poke me. I'm going to use the reserve to pick up that kill. This Yag should die to 200 LT anyways, and honestly I'd rather just clear the 215B for free while he was giving me a shot. 4005 is healthy. The Foch, I think, lost a lot of HP. 907 is slow. Nice, we still have a chance here. So our E5 Minotauro, you know, we have a few players in bad positioning here. The enemy's 907's backing out into D, which is the smart play on his part. And you know what, while I'm on a full magazine kind of reload here, what I can do is just cap D. And we'll get our team some of those cap points so we're not at such a deficit in a moment. And then I can try kind of pushing the 907, who's probably going to pull back. Yeah, the Foch got wrecked. That's perfect. So I'm just going to wait my opportunity to kind of push then after I get decap. There's the 907. He's down by that building. And there's the, oh, 4005 is in the back there. Oh, buddy. No. There is no reason for you to move at all. You are perfectly safe there, my dude. See, you are safe. I may have actually screwed over my own farm by forcing him to push out when he panicked when he got shot in the side. This might have been my fault. Oi, stay. Good dog. Alright, keep going. The damage farm must continue, boys. The damage farm must continue. We at least need 4k damage out, right? At least a good 4k. Man, I love this tank. I love this tank so much. I think swapping to supercharged was like the best difference I could have made for this vehicle, though, to be honest. Hi! Don't pull forward. Thank you. Better than my teammates that fell off the bridge on Canal in a match against JKR. Yeah, let's not talk about that. 4,500 damage, another ace. My gosh, this is an ace farming machine, ain't it, lads? Ain't it? An absolute beast of a vehicle, an ace farming machine. Hey, Fatness, is it fair to have a tank like Carro and Minnow? They're max fully loaded at the start of a battle. I think it's fine, personally. I've gotten used to it because it's like a 183 and a Yags loaded at the very start of every game. I can't tell you how many times in my 183 on Oasis Palms I just blind fired the enemy spawn to have someone like bruh in the chat like a few seconds later. Like, yeah, losing 960 when you spawn in sucks too. So I'd say, all things considered, the ones that took the biggest L are fast reloading vehicles. But big brain TDs can now just yeet people off the bat and stuff like that. It's kind of memes, but I don't know if maybe they should have had it where, yeah, they can't really balance that out too much. It's like you either don't include autoloaders at all, which would blow for autoloaders. I think it's a nice buff to tanks like the Carro and Minotauro though, because the Carro had like one issue. Is it took you so long to get a full magazine loaded that you would quite often miss out on early damage in a lot of maps, and that early damage can make a big difference, right? And so now it was kind of a direct buff for the Carro being able to load in early, right? Stuff like that, since now you can get those early shots off. All right, so we have Leo, 120B, Bashation. I have an STRV, me a 30B. So I know these three tanks will probably go tunes at least. Looks like the Object 77 doesn't know what he's doing, but he looks like he's headed this way. Most of my team's headed this way. So that's how my team goes town. They are taking the rather lazy route in, which means they'll get spotted here and they won't be able to cover right side if we get pressured. But the TD is coming to help. I'm going to prioritize on spotting the crossing here more than anything else. Wild Minotauro spotted. Quick shot to his side. Good stuff. That's mostly what I wanted. Now the Minotauro is kind of stuck in a spot where he can't even really cross. And great early information. Both E100s aren't here. So how can we best capitalize on such information? Well, the 121 would like to die, so let's put a quick shot into him here. Angle our drive wheel a little bit. Another track shot. Nice. Let's angle up our hull here a little bit maybe as well. The Minotauro is not in a good position to shoot at me just yet, and I'm going to start waiting to have a third shell loaded here. Track shot maybe. Not quite. Minotauro barely a shot to me, so I don't want to take 490 to the face. So let's just pull back from there. Our STRVK can be the test dummy for that. Now we will win this end very, very quickly. Good job, Turd 268. Fast pressure on his part. We were able to very quickly clear out this end of the map. Now, 50B YOLOing for a 57 in spawn. Interesting. Let me move to a position. Let's not let the Bashation spot me yet. Where I can cover our 57 heavy here a little bit. Yeah, I don't want to get spotted though, so let's try and stay out of the Minotauro spotting radius there. We have an E100 pushing it through here. 50B over there. I think my team should be fine now. Alright, now no one can really just YOLO spot me for free. Alright, 50B, your time has come. Pull out a little more, buddy. He's not pulling out enough. 57, you need to be back. Bruh, my farm. My literal farm just vanished before my eyes. To a spawn sniping heavy tank. Now he's gonna be like, if I spawn snipe guys, I will always get ammo racks. This is great. This game sucked. Absolutely blew for damage for him. Oh man, they all died so fast. Maybe I can get some HE clip into this Leo or something dumb like that. I'm actually gonna push by in the E100 so I can try to yoink his fuel tanks at least. Hello, Leo 1. Kill shot. Nice. Rip damage. Rip damage that game. I think I did like 2.5k. Oh, 2.9. 2.9. Could be worse. We still got just under 3k thanks to that last magazine there on the encounter cap, but I should have had like I should have had like 4k there, man. I really should have had 4k there. Like all the shots missing, the E100, the drive wheel, the 50B. Bruh. This is why I say you can't snipe in your Carro, man. It's not good at distance engagements. I'm gonna predict right now Object 268 and E4, or maybe or Hori, one of those two TD combos are gonna yellow seaside with the 54. TL7 might go mid. But we can expect to see the Object 268 over here. I'm just thinking right off the bat that's what's gonna happen. Considering how aggressively last game this player YOLO'd into the medium side with his 268, I wouldn't be surprised if the exact same scenario to happen again. So what I'm going to actually do here instead is spot up a nice little crossing. So I can pre-fire out their 268 if I spot him. If I can spot him from 240 meters, 268 is really good camo. I might not be able to do that. But my whole team's kind of going towards C. Wow, okay, so 268 not spotted doesn't mean he's not there. But he may not have gone... Okay, he may not have gone that way because their heavies are going town. Which, honestly, valid reason. There's the E4 on the enemy team. Alright, let's see if our 54 gives... Oh, nice. E4 just fired his gun there. Let's aim for a track shot here. Apparently, I suck at aiming at track shots, so no track shot for me. Apparently... Dude, how is the Carro's gun so terrible at hitting weak spots? I don't get it. That's why you just have to spam, like, pure APCR in this thing. I swear. I'm just gonna start doing that, man. So painful missing a shot in this thing. What are you doing, dude? Alright. So enemy E100 getting quite aggro down low. Wait, what is he doing? Okay, I thought he was pushing forward to tunnel me there, low-key. They have multiple tanks in B cap here. Track shot. Another track shot here. I'm going to use this house as a little bit of cover. E100 can sit there and stare at me all game if he wants, but it's not going to make a huge difference in the end when I start shooting him in the side. Alright, I'm not going to use my reserve shell just yet. E100 hasn't fired yet, so I'm going to keep keeping him in mind. Allies, M4, I really need you to push up now, buddy. Buddy, M4. Okay, nice. He ricochets that one. Thank heavens he pushed up, even though it was like 10 trillion years later. My only concern is the middle crossfires. These players are all going to be tunneling for me. As per usual, the tunnel is real. Oh, the traverse speed on this tank. I don't know if I'll be able to escape him here. No. Oh, nice. The TL7 still tunneling for me, guys. And another tank. Dude! Team! I literally created the biggest opening for you! What are you guys doing? How did the E100 not get full health there? How is our Jagdtiger in Narnia this whole time? He could have been crossfiring at the E100, the 113, like anything. This dude just wandered all the way back into spawn instead of helping. The only reason I made that push there is because we had a Jagdtiger here. Ah, this was an L team, dude. This is a massive L team. Not focusing the E100 down there when I pushed him to put him in a crossfire so we could clear him out extremely quickly. Because him being there is going to be a terrible thing with that 113 covering him eventually. The 113 did get full health tunneling me, which is kind of a F in the chat for that dude. Because he literally probably got, I don't know, like barely 3k farm and what could have been an easy 4k game for his tank. But I don't know, man. The Jagdtiger was the reason we lost that. And the M4. If the M4 had just focused on pressuring the E100 that was looking at me, and the Jagdtiger had just sat in the spawn bush and kept crossfiring out, you would have died so fast there, and we would have been able to rotate out and win. It was those two players just backing off for some unknown reason. I don't really get it. That was a bruh momento. Yeah, 2 shots. The Jagdtiger did 2 shots, and the M4 did okay in the end, but man, kind of was way too passive there. Enemy 113. He did 2 shots to YOLO me there. That was impressive, honestly. Rip farm. This is what I get for trying to work with my teammates. It is kind of a 50-50. Sometimes you gotta try and work with your team in order to get a W. And in that scenario, I was like, okay, their team split up. They have way too much of a crossfire on their spawn side for us to do anything about it. The 113 is busy in B cap. And like there's a 54 rotating around through the middle. Not too much of a threat. I have a Jagdtiger spawn sniping with a perfect crossfire in the E100. I have an M4 to hold on versus the E100. So if I push to the side, use those structures as cover, track the E100 in the open, they should in theory be able to kill him in 15 seconds or less. In theory. But obviously that was in theory, and my teammates did not do that. And they didn't even help me on the 113. Bleh. The Jagdtiger could have done like 3,000, 4,000 damage if he just kept sitting in spawn. I only made that play because he was there. I was like, oh, this dude's got crossfire for days. So yeah, lesson learned. Even if you think your teammates have the perfect cover fire position, just assume that they have absolutely no clue how to play. Cinnamon Toast Crunch or Lucky Charms? I do not eat cereal. Personally, most cereals are quite unhealthy for you, so personally, I don't eat them. I usually don't actually eat breakfast in general, though, so nothing against cereal. I do like some cereals occasionally, but mostly that was when I was a kid. And now I just kind of, if I'm going to make myself a breakfast, it's going to be a little more substantial than cereal. So my team are down on meds and lights. That's the kind of F in the chat. already, and I spotted, bruh. Sure, the 30B just spots me from there, man. Even though I was in the bush, but... Well, the Sheridan is getting his view range absolutely violated next update. So, I might take a shot or two running away from here. It is what it is. I'm just going to rotate out. At least I know where the 183 is at. This 62A can keep yelling for me. He's going to find out very quickly that we have TD crossfires. Glad I got out of there when I did. Spot up the 57 heavy as well. My whole team going in towards the heavy side of the map as kind of expected. I'm so sorry, Waffenträger. Trust me, if I could sit back and cover you, I totally would. You know, I'll try my best to. But they will have a hold on 57 here, which is going to be problematic. I'll cover you from back here, but I cannot commit to fully covering you for all game, dude. We have an East IS-7 in the mid as well. Oh, the 57 crossed down low. Was not expecting to cross on that side there. All right, one shot to the 57 here. We're going to try and focus the 57. He's the more dangerous autoloader. So if we can get like a full clip out into him at all, that would be very helpful for my teammates. Wow. Auto ricochet angle. Sorry, Waffle. I wanted to cover you, but if, you know, rules are switched, you probably would have done the same. Okay. I'm going to act like I'm running away. We're going to use our IS-7 as bait. And we're going to pull back once our magazines reload. Get ready to kill the 57 and the 30B. 57 spotted rotating in. Let's just load up some APCR shells. One quick shell to the front of the dirt there. Another shot into the drive wheel maybe. Tracking him before you can pull the cover there. And even if I take a shot, it's worth it for the kill. There we go. So we're making the nice rotational plays. Basically, I'm playing spawn defense this game. I'm not going to be the one YOLOing across the map and doing all that crazy damage stuff because my priority right now is just making sure my team didn't get super crossfired out. But that also means preserving my own HP, right? I wasn't going to sit there in order to cover that Waffenträger from like close quarters because that means I would have to throw away a whole lot of HP there. And I may not have been able to do this to their, you know, to their 30B. I may not have been able to just YOLO and clear them out like that if I had lost a lot more hit points there in the middle. So I'm glad I kept my HP preserved, and we will continue the counter pushing. Sheridan might have gone... Okay, Sheridan's there. I'm not sure the Waffenträger... Oh, I would have loved to farm that Waffenträger. Oh, wait, I'm driving to a wall. I was looking at that farmable Waffenträger who... You can smell it from here. He doesn't have a spall liner. You can just smell it from here. Okay, let's pick up a kill first. Ooh, okay. Oh, AP. You don't hit those. Because I don't give them to you. I don't give you them shots, brother. If I did, I'd be a Pepega Andy. Alright, maybe a max roll HE shell. Watch full aim. It could have been a max roll HE, man. That would have been saucy. Shell to the Sheridan. I7. Get him, queen. Yeah. That's my Shaven. Now I just wait for a couple more shells. Load up so I can start clipping this a mill. Without the waffle, hopefully just nuking me in the process. Oh. No spall liner, please. I mean, hi, Emil. How's your day going? Please pretend you never saw me. Please pretend you never saw me shoot either. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Yes, okay. Oh, you still have some shells left in the magazine, though. Oh, hello, Mr. Emil. Crossing shot. Yo, my on-movement dispersion is insane, guys. Okay, let's wait till we have 3 shells loaded so I can YOLO for the kill on the waffle later in the game. Now, the mill actually out-interclips me, which is a bit of a rip, but we also can out-pen his turret here. Ooh, unless he gets a double high roll. Watch him get a double high roll on me. He did. He got 809 in the mag. Impressive work. Rip my kill. 4,500 damage. I'll take it. I drink a scoop of pre-workout and mix in a creatine tablet, and that's my breakfast. Insane. Nothing but cans of tuna and beef jerky for the fatness. Hey, you're making it sound like I'm camping 24/7, dude. Usually I go for nothing. Maybe eggs sometimes. It depends on what my plans are for the day. Fans on the Octopus X event. I feel like it's okay they did another event for it, but it should be much harder. I think the Octopus X event is trash and completely devalued the whole point of the Octopus X camo, which was the fact that when it was an OP tank, you had to ace the vehicle like 5 times. And so not a lot of people got it during that period of time. It was a bit of a flex camo. Now, you can spam your Smasher for 260,000 damage or whatever the requirement is, and apply it, get the Octopus X camo. You don't even have to own the tank to get the camo. Like, what's the point of a special camo that takes like skill to get if you're just gonna release it later where everyone in the game can get it playing tier 1 theoretically? Most of them won't play tier 1, but in theory they could all get it playing tier 1. So I don't like what my teammates are doing here, so I'm pulling back just a little bit. Hello, 30B. Alright, I'll play a little bit more defensively here. Just because I'm not sure what my allies are up to. They have a 50B as well. You know, their heavies are light. I expect them to yellow this side. And I think my theory is about to come true. Yep. So they are definitely yellowing this side. That's for sure. Let's see if I can crossfire them out from kind of the encounter cap area at all. They try rotating out through the middle. Quick shot to this Carro here. The Carro is continuing the pressure. Object. The gun said nope. No, you shan't. I was gonna wait for the Carro. I have a crossfire from back here. They're gonna pull for it eventually, I think. Maybe. And if they don't, they're just sitting there for all game. Alright, the time has come to push. Wait, my team still hasn't killed the CC Mark 1, which is kind of concerning. But, oh well. It is what it is. I am going to push back and help my allies on this end then. That's what it takes. Alright, quick shot to this dude. Nice. We'll keep just rotating around here. Our VK is getting ratted out. I don't know what on earth our heavy tanks are doing, but they are not doing well on this end at all. It's a CC Mark II. And a, what? Another TD back there? Like, we really need to amp up the pressure on this side, boys. Quick clear. And of course, that Pepega 50B is doing Pepega 113. It'd be really nice if you didn't block me, buddy. Buddy, it'd be super nice if you could have just given me some space to back and recover there so I wouldn't end up losing 800 HP when I didn't need to. Ay. Teammates are the biggest risk you could ever face. The allies. Okay, actually I don't think this Carro's noticed me. Oh my gosh, super lucky Carro, dude. How did that shot hit his tracks? I wasn't even aiming there. Okay. My concern's still the 50B. Oh, there's the 50B. Our IS-4 is toast as well. Come on, pull forward a little more, 50B. Pull forward a little more, buddy. Buddy. Oh no, my teammates, man. My teammates are terrible. They're all terrible. Holy smokes. Alright. Kill. Nice. Okay, this object 263 is just staring at me, but he doesn't have any shots on me. So here's what I'm actually going to do. We'll pre-aim for the 50B. Okay, quick shot to him there. He pulls forward for our 113. 113 picks up the kill. Nice kill. I got to keep this 113 alive if at all possible. It's a bit of an F in the chat. Drive wheel shot. Object's low HP. TI-5's chilling over there. I don't have to do anything for now. I am just going to rotate back to our TI-5 to give him some crossfire. Oh no, the object's on his bootay. Okay, I have to hit the skill shot. No. The object pushed through behind him. What can I do? What can I do? TI-5, can you out-rotate him at all? So this 263 is just pre-aiming, I bet. No, he's not. He's not pre-aiming. Okay. I have to kill these two dudes and then the 263 later. So here's what we can do about it. We're gonna have to take the long route out. I think the 263 expects me to come from that side. I could win this, but 263 has so much traverse and DPM, it's kind of screwed for me if I get caught out by him. So there's the object. E75, clean kill on him. Let's see if this object gives me a free kill shot as well. Nice. Very clutch kill shot on this man's here. I'm not really sure where the 263 is at, so I'm just going to act like I'm running this way. And my primary goal is to use this piece of round dirt as cover from the 263. Of course it hits that for 600 or something. Come at me, buddy. Come at me. YOLO it. Okay. Yes, please continue YOLOing after me, buddy. Good sir, good sir. Track shot. Oh my gosh, I'm getting baited. Okay. Now for the real determination of this game. Which side do you think he's going to come from, boys? We have a minute and 55 seconds to kill this dude, basically. Okay, he probably spotted me from the right-hand side there. Let's see. I'm going to harbor a guess that he is going to come from my right side. Yep. He has no gun depression. That's the good news. The only issue is I have to pen 4 shots on this piggy. Gosh, I hate 263s with a passion, man. I'll push in at like 30 seconds and just YOLO if I have to. And hope I can track him here. Good start, good start. So I do have 4 shells loaded in. I'm gonna go for the hold down position because that's gonna be more beneficial for me for peeking and stuff. Okay. 40 seconds left. I'm gonna act like I'm gonna run away this way. $37 seconds left. And we're gonna use this dude's haul as cover. He has no gun arc. He has no gun arc. Another track shot. And we should be good here. We should be good here. Did you guys notice why I didn't push him from the right side there? Because I would not be able to use the Waffenträger as cover. I figured if I actually showed him which side I was coming from, he would continue to use the Waffenträger as cover there. And by doing that, I could also use the Waffenträger as cover. I mean, well played to the 263. He did a good job, and that was not an ideal scenario for a 263 to be in, you know, 1 versus 1. So I will applaud him on his efforts there. But also, it wasn't an ideal situation for me either. It was a bit of a rough situation. This Object 84 is a bit mad at me, I think. Dude's molded that I killed him there. Hey, don't sit sideways in front of a Carro. I did not play the cleanest game there at all. The ending was really well played, in my opinion. My ending plays against the 263 there, trying to find an angle of approach and everything. But the first half was kind of sketch, I will admit. I could have played that a whole lot better. Shouldn't have bled out as much HP to the 50B. Although, mind you, the 113 was not letting me pull in the cover. So, yeah, thank you, 113, so much. Good, if anything, they should just do the same event again, but harder if they do an event at all. Maybe 5 aces in a month as opposed to 4 like last time. Yeah, I mean, if they'd kept it that way, the event would have been a lot better. I just realized I was 5-minute back. Not live. Bruh! You didn't see the insane 1v1 of the century. Nice bonus. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Appreciate that. You're always awesome, too. Thank you. It wasn't 1v1. Oh, that was a 1 versus 3. Don't sell yourself short, fatness. Oh, it was a colo, wasn't it? That was a colo, wasn't it? Was that a colo? That was a colo. I forgot. Well, to be fair, 2 of them were 1-shots. So, I don't know if that really counts. Bro only has 1 repair kit on his 263. Lol, dude carries sped boost. Did you see his traverse speed, though? Did you see his traverse speed when he had that sped boost activated? I just realized my lighting situation in here is garbage. We have been streaming for nearly 3 hours, so that's cool, I guess. Let me go to my devices, small lamp. I'm gonna turn this one whiter, more of a bluish, cooler tone. That should at least look, nope, not wrong color. It's glitching out. There we go. Then we'll turn this one on to a cool tone as well. Which one's a color temperature change? There we go. There we go. The lighting looks so much better now. I forgot. Since I started streaming in the day, the lighting wasn't very Chad, but it's good now. Fannis, can you tell Naughty to gift me memberships so I can use emojis? TV Tanker, you'll have to ask Naughty next time when Naughty's in chat. I don't think Naughty's here today. Which light is best for all situations? Vickers or Sheridan? Sheridan. Right now, it's the Sheridan, at least. In my opinion, the Sheridan is still the most versatile light tank. It's... You know, here's the thing. The Vickers is like a medium tank, but worse, right? The Sheridan isn't like that. The Sheridan is extremely mobile. It's hard to HE. It has high alpha. It still doesn't have the worst DPM in the world, and it has really good heat pen. Like, it has what a lot of lights really wish they could have. My team's very split here, so I'm a bit concerned. They have an STRV in the middle. They could send the hill. I just find the Sheridan is the easiest light tank to play right now. in this current meta, especially since it outtrades anything it faces. And there's the enemy's SDRVK. Skoda, SDRVK, E75's on A. I am a bit concerned about what is happening back here. Where's the 183 doing? Okay, so we have the 183's position knocked down. I'm going to have to play a holding game here with my Standard B, Conqueror, and E50. By the way, they have tier 10 SDRVs and patents. We are not winning an engagement on this hill. The only way this works out for us is if our team manages to clear town ASAP. Which is why I'm kind of holding on this corner here. I'm waiting for their team to start YOLOing in, basically, at this point. It's only a matter of time. They're going to feel confident. They're going to go for it. Or I can pick up a kill on this 183 as well. So one shot to the 183 there. 183 is still unspooted. Alright, quick shot to the email as well. Just trying to assist my players in town while we are holding hill. Because once those dudes can push out of town, we're fine. We'll have enough cover fire. That's why I'm going to focus on this side of the map for starters. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Where's the building at? Right, nice. And we have lost 2 tanks on the hill there. But on a more positive note, my team are now going to take B. Terrible shot by me. I know. And what I'm going to do right now is instead of... Okay, this dude's just going to try shooting at me, apparently. He's not going to go for the kill there. He's going to tunnel me instead. That's cool. Basically, I am going to lose a few hit points crossing over here, but they suck at shooting, so a few less than I expected, and I'm going to go hold on back here. That way I can spot the entrance of hill. I don't have to poke or anything. I just have to be visible over here to keep an eye on what their team's doing. We have cap control over A. My only concern is crossfires from further back to the right and things pushing up on my left. My allies are trying to push out of town, which is a bit of an F in the chat, in my opinion. It's like, just hold town. You have a... We don't have cap advantage. You can't hold town. Never mind. Because you guys can cap B. Nice meme. I just have to be a little more passive here. So there's a patent. Good to know. Figured that would happen eventually. Let's just preserve my HP. I don't need to yell out and die just yet. I just need to stay alive and chill. And so that's what I'm going to do. Bashaltion is waiting to pressure me here, though. Buddy, there's no way he's just allowed to poke like that. Oh my gosh, the SRV is going to kill me if this bat chat doesn't. What a high roll for that bat chat, man. Every shell high rolled there. I don't know what our heavies are doing. Dudes. Why didn't you just go through their spawn? You literally just, like went between their tanks now. So they're going to get crossfired out. Like, 60 TP. Look behind you, dude. And our Yag, of course, is just sitting over here, so they're covering back there. I only went to that spot so my Pepega heavies could push up the hill with me together from the spawn, thus forcing their team to, like, all cluster up in one area. Instead, the Batcheck gets a free clip on me there, basically. The only good news is 60 TP has enough HP to maybe win this, but I highly doubt it. I highly doubt they're winning this game here. 60 TP is just going to die to the Bashaltion, I would assume. Or no, Bashaltion's focused. No, 60 TP, keep your turret facing towards him. Don't throw it, don't throw it, don't throw it. There you go. Or Yak's going to... Why are you... What is he looking at? Is he looking at the fallen tree? I mean, I get it. If you like fallen trees, that's cool for being a woodcutter, but these heavies through. Oh, gosh, this is what happens when you trust in your heavy tanks. Oh. Let's just YOLO up the center of a hill while we're spotted. Let's just, like, YOLO into a crossfire, give up all positional advantage. Like, we could have been perfectly fine there if those heavies had just rotated up through their spawn. Right? If they'd rotated together through their spawn, I would have been with them. We would have been chilling. They would not have been able to crossfire us out and kill us all very quickly there. I just don't understand the logic of these players, man. I swear an infant could figure this stuff out. They have complete hill control. They have like 4 different lanes of crossfiring you when you're pushing up into the hill. So why would you YOLO in the most obvious, like, open position? But I guess players just don't think that far ahead. That's a rip, man. I should have just YOLO'd off the hill and stayed in town and just watched my heavies die and farmed up from the sidelines. I only went to that position so they wouldn't be able to, like, completely surround my allies. I wanted to be able to spot up their spawn and hope that, like, the heavies would come up with me, but yeah, having faith in your allies is the critical mistake that I made that game. As you can see, even though I generally say don't focus too much on saving your team, I still always try and play with my team to some extent, to at least give ourselves a better chance at winning. But the issue is they're just so bad at making decisions that no matter what decision I make, they always make the wrong ones. So it ends up getting myself killed for no reason. So I should have just gone down there, to be honest. Let's see. Their whole team went A side. Kind of figured that would happen, low-key. Or C side, not A side. Good news is my team will have a bit of a crossfire behind them momentarily. Not yet, but we will soon. I'm going to go probably up to this right-hand side a little bit more. There might be a TD up here to watch out for. So there's a TD at C cap. Okay. Well, there are definitely TDs over at C cap, that's for sure. Drive wheels. Nice E3 drive wheels are fantastically weak. It looks like this Kranwagen is returning to cover us back here. So what I'm going to do is give this Kranwagen no inkling to my presence. He can YOLO across here. I should have a crossfire with these dudes. And here I go again, trusting my teammates with crossfires. But I think this time it's legitimately a decent crossfire. So I'm going to wait for this Kranwagen to overextend a little bit. Like so. He has one shell left in the magazine, and boom. One quick shot to him there. Track shot. Oh my gosh, this chieftain's shooting at me now. Bruh. Well, the Kron has like probably 3 shots or 2 shots in the magazine here. I'm just gonna take the safest route out. Wait, what is my team doing? Are they seriously all dead now? Huh? Maybe I can debate this Kron and kill him. Low-key. Unless the chieftain came out to support him. That is. Chieftain is low-key coming up to support him here a little bit. But I do have the kill on him. Okay. We're losing A side big time. These TDs and this chieftain need to go down here very quickly if we're going to win this game at all. Yeah, my team's down too many hit points, man. This is kind of scuffed here a little bit. It's just a wee bit, guys. Track and shot into the chieftain here. Another track and shot into the chieftain here. I didn't want to use my reserve shot on this dude, but I gotta kill him here. And my allies are nowhere to be found because they're all dead. Somehow they could not keep up with the crossfires there. Hey, yo, buddy, give me the ram damage. Give me the ram damage. Oh, extra 3 damage. Thank you. The Pepega teams strike again. It's always the supremacy teams, I tell you. It's always the supremacy teams. But if I turn supremacy off, dude, my matchmaker's gonna go to 6 minutes because I have same control mode on. But at least I'm farming up damage decently well, but Jose and the girl doing 0. Soon Dead doing 0. Or Sheridan somehow did 1 shot. And then our Yo 50 TP did not provide any cover fire. And the other tanks over there. Here's what I might do. Just because I'm getting tired of these supremacy engagements with, like, I've lost on Middleburg twice now because my Pepega Andes wanted to play town in Middleburg supremacy when they didn't, once again, they didn't have, like, strong holding tanks for town. They were better for Hallman on the hill, but, oh, gotta count the bases. I'm just getting tired of it. So I'll turn side control off. Hopefully, without supremacy, I can have more time chilling. Curly Curly Roaches in my brand new apartment. I'm just happy I get to watch Fatness while I'm doing it. What a interesting pastime you got going there. I'm glad I could entertain you for a little while I am slowly dying from these teams that don't know how to play supremacy. This is why when I'm truly sweating for stats, same control mode on, supremacy off. That's my combo. But the queue time will legitimately be 6-7 minutes if I do that. No one wants to sit here and watch me in queue for 6-7 minutes. Heck, even with same control mode off, it's still like a minute in queue. Always that Pepega Andes. Aye. Shinigami, good morning. Good morning. Welcome. Okay, what do we got here? XM66F on the enemy team. Saucy, indeed. I'm gonna go hill, I guess. Yeah, fun stuff. He chewing up the roaches like bubblegum and shine, bruv. Broke my ankle, so this stream coming in clutch. Oh no, JD, I am so sorry to hear that. That's never fun. I hope your ankle heals quickly. Yeah, that's never cool. Broken English, not very uncool. All right. So they have a 200 LT and a rat TVP that'll probably just do the same old thing all TVPs do. Oh, I'm gonna YOLO and die, basically, but ruin your game in the process. So a little scared of the TVP. 4005 XMF could maybe go to this hill here. I really want to be surprised. 200 LT is doing my spotting run on the outside of the hill, which funnily enough, no one ever did that until I was started doing that spotting run. All right. Did that miss? Can't tell. Boys. Can you please spot up? Please spot the 113 or nuke this light tank here. Oh, I'm spotted by that proxy from that TVP here. Alright, one shot to this man. It's nice. We did at least blind fire the 113 there. Track shot. And we should have time to kill him even if he repairs. Oh, what was I saying, guys? What did I say about the TVP players? I said he's probably going to do the TVP Andy thing of YOLOing and dying. He didn't even ruin our Patton's game, really. I mean, he kind of ruined it, but he really didn't. I'm telling you, man, these TVP players are insanely bruh. That is what I call test tank YOLO syndrome. What our Patton just did there. No logic, no intelligence in that gameplay maneuver. Just threw away his full HP tank for the YOLOs. Anywho, as much as I would love to sit here and continue holding the hill, as you can see, I am getting a little bit over Pepega YOLO over here, basically. So I would do the only thing any logical light tank player would do, which is to take a tungsten HE up the booty. And probably die to the 200 LT in the process. Yeah. Oh, 113 still there. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. I don't know, man. Like, I knew they were going to send tanks up there. I probably should have dropped through the river. I didn't think the XM was going to take that route. I thought the XM was going to take the above B, like the above the middle route. I didn't think he crossed all the way over the 60 TP like that. I could have gone out otherwise. And of course, all my heavy tanks over here still have not killed like the 113 or done anything to him. That was just a terrible game. Not much you can do when you're quite literally being YOLO'd by 60 TP. A test tank, which I'm not going to talk about because I can't, but let's just say Yikers test tank to try and 1v1 there. And a T100 LT and a TVP. Like, actually, me and that Patton were holding off 4 tanks on the hill. My allies this whole game were facing 3 vehicles. That's just an F in the chat game. Fatness big noob die moments. What am I supposed to do? Let myself get YOLO'd by a 60 TP, a unknown test vehicle on a T100 LT while my whole team is sitting in Seaside? And I leap of faith that the river should ever save your tank. Yep, a leap of faith to the river should have saved your tank. It could have. It could have. To be fair. I don't really care though. It's a press account. I'm not too sweat about the stats on it. My goal there was just to try and get out. But like, here's the thing. Even if it leaped into the river, you still have to cross through the river and then turn left across the hill. I can tell you with almost 100% certainty there that even if I jumped right into the river, that 60 TP and XM would still shoot me in the crossing back. Unless I sat there and hugged like that inside all the entire time. Which probably wouldn't have been a very pleasant result with the 113 still able to crossfire me out. So my goal there was to just try and get out and like clip the 100 basically. How is there a test tank? I don't know. How is there a test tank? Let's take another tank that's in the shop right now for a spin while I wait. If I want to get out of the game, I'm not leaving it on that battle for this tank. Wow, I've already been playing for almost 3 hours. No wonder I'm completely tired out. I'm still playing pretty good for the most part. Like that last game, I had 2 decisions. Leap into the river or try and escape to the middle and hope they weren't fast enough to catch up to me there. Apparently they were both fast enough to catch up with me there. I wouldn't have minded if it was just the 60 TP that shot at me, but the fact that their 113 was still shooting at me for free, no one's spotting him. I thought the 113 must have pulled down by then because he hadn't been spotted in a while. So I was like, okay, I can maybe like push across, click the 100 out, give our team a chance of winning, but you just can't trust your allies, man. You absolutely just cannot trust in them. Unless you know they're like decent players. It's your only option you have there. Okay, so the Leo being quite aggressive there. Interesting. say we have that tank there, M4 in the middle. I have an E6 for cover. We have a bunch of TDs coming from above there. That's fine for me. Let's pre him just a little bit in case that Leo's poking me. Ooh, Leo's pulling back. Now we know they have a 183, I think, or a Yag in that bush in their spawn. So we do have to watch out for that. If I'm to push up a little bit more aggressively here, it's going to have to be from the inside. I'm going to focus on this Leo first. I can see the Jaeger's position here. 907 has such a hot gun, by the way. It's another med you might want to consider. If it's still in the shop, that's another med you really might want to consider. You pop that ready cal, dude. I don't know if it's going to have ready cal after it changes, and it just, like, burns tanks apart. You'll notice that here I am using this, does he have a haul shot? No, he penned me through the front of my gun. Miss me. I didn't even know that was a pennable spot on this tank. You'll notice that I'm using this bunker as cover from the Jaeger, maybe the 183 there. A Jaeger, on the other hand, might not be so smart with his positioning here. Let's see. Let's go. I do love me my 907 though. Very saucy vehicle. Quick shot onto this dude, because the 183 is clearly on the right by now. 183 does have a crossfire back there, and so does the E4. I'm glad he didn't overextend over here. Like a certain other tank destroyer on my team who just might be overextendo a little bit. Right, there's the E4. He shot. Nice. We'll keep using this hill as cover and keep farming up from behind. I know 183 is probably my priority here. Hold on 907 gameplay is so, like, just chill, easy. Alright. I'm still concerned about that Yag, man. Let me think what I want to do from here. They still have a bat chat floating around somewhere. So that guy has to show me his lower plate each time he wants to poke me. I think that was a pen. It was. Am I spotted? I am definitely spotted, aren't I? Am I just perma-spotted here? I can't tell if I'm perma-spotted, so I'm not going to risk it. Nice shots by 57 there. Nice clear by 57 there as well. This Leo is still just sitting back there tunneling me. Like, dude, what's... Yeah, I guess you could just sit back there all game. What could possibly go wrong? Alright, I'm going to go back for the M4 here. It's kind of nice after playing a super delicate auto-reloading vehicle where you just cannot push, and the only time you can actually make a play is when you're, like, clearing a tank out, to have a bit more of an armored tank. It's a nice little change of pace in terms of gameplay for me after I played a boatload of games with the Carro there. Good shot to this man's. Nice. He's also spooted up. He spotted me, but we know where the 183 is. Oh, of course the E4 hits that. Let me guess, Bashaltion is going to get it for me. Because Leo doesn't get a chance to shoot me. That's what matters most. Oh, wait. Oh, nice. Nice work there. Honestly, I didn't think the E4 had shots on me there. Impressive. Oh, M60. I'll angle my hull in. I should be fine. Wait, is he really YOLOing for me? Straight up? Oh, he's a one-shot now. Yeah, boy. I've already done 3,800 damage, guys. You see how talented I am? He's like, must kill him. There we go. Nice. 23 is dead. Leo's still a problem. I know that player's probably out for my blood still, so we'll take it easy. I do like my 907, though. I mean, I don't have one, but I do like the tank in general. Yeah, there's the Leo. Predicted. I expected him to poke there for me, to be honest. Oh my, dude, the 907's gun is just actually built different. Did you see that shot? Did you see that hat shot I hit on that E4 there? That was a spicy, hot shot, man. Oh, it feels kind of nice. Oh my gosh, 4,900 damage. I like the Carro. Don't get me wrong. My team definitely lost that. They won! Chads! They won! Okay, let's end it on a good game in the Carro before I hop into my main account to open some crates. It's so nice after you play a tank with a bit of a derpy gun, like the Carro, to whip out an Object 907, pop reticle calibration, and just go hammer hole down on people. That shot on the E4's hatch was the perfect. That's what I refer to as the dip shot, where you fire while your tank is over the hill before your reticle's on it, and the momentum of your vehicle as the gun's descending while you keep pushing forward. By the time the shell actually exits out of the barrel, it registers a little bit lower. Good shot style to try and memorize if you're trying to hit clutch shots on vehicles or pulling behind cover. All right, so let's get one more decent game in our Chad, good old Carro. Even with the kind of sus gun handling this thing gets, I still really enjoy it, which is the reason why I'll drop 22k gold and seeing if I can get one on my own account. But if I don't, no biggie. At least I can always play here when I'm feeling sad that I don't have one. Oh, hello. And this is precisely why I'll feel sad that I don't have one. Or maybe why I won't feel sad that I don't have one. Mikasa, best waifu ever. Oh, Mikasa from AOT. Is he a cultured man? Is he a cultured man? This is the real important questions, guys. Alright. Ooh, E100 crossed. Did he spot me? Might have proxed me through the bush there. I don't think he did, though. Hit the dirt. If I don't get spotted, it means they don't have anyone back there. But they do, so that's good to know. I'm worried about crossfires from their spawn. But if the VK and E100 are back there, I got spotted by TDs in their back bushes. This TI2E1 is probably somewhat isolated here. So I'm going to take advantage of that fact and start farming him out. So quick HE to him there. Oh my gosh. What? Heavies? Y'all like completely suck at being heavy tanks, man. What the heck were you even shooting at over there, man? Like holy smokes, man. Thank you for just sitting back and letting them pull all the way around the corner to shoot your medium tank who actually was trying to cover you. Ay, ay, ay. Pega, Andes. Where's the Skoda? I just realized I still have a Skoda. Is he the one that's sniping? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, Skoda has appeared. Boys, this could be problematic. Be worth your high roll me. Like 2 more times. Come on, 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 come on. This is very problematic. Oh, my M4, you missed his whole side. No way. Oh my, I just saw the M4 miss the entire side of him. Dude, I should not have died there. I should have had like 4 or 5k farm there. I knew the M4 was like over here too, so I'm like, okay, I can push the Skoda and just back up and the M4 can shoot him for free. But actually, we might lose this now because the M4 missed the entire side of a Skoda there somehow. Buddy. Pause and aim. You don't need to YOLO. Pause your tank and aim even for half a second, and I guarantee your shots are gonna hit. My gosh, this M4 is doing on-move shooting simulator and a tank that has terrible on-move and dispersion. No wonder he's missing every shot. You know what? I don't care about having a good ending game in the Carro because maybe I'll get on my account. That's 3 hours of gameplay, and these these teams are causing me to slowly die on the inside here. I'm going to, however, see if I can get on my account. Just give me a moment to log in. I just need to plug in my credentials. So first the heavies don't push the TD and TI2 that are isolated, so I take all the shots, and then the M4 misses all the shots. Plug in the wrong password. Let me make sure it's synchronizing before I plug it back in. Oh no, that was the wrong password too. Oh my gosh, I made my password way too long. This one. Okay. Let's see if it does synchronizing data. Brett, how am I getting it incorrect this many times? Is my brain really this fried? Okay, that should be correct. Yes, okay, we're good now. Ay, ay, ay. Well, that was annoying. that was a little bit annoying. That was just a little bit annoying, guys. I change my passwords so often and make them so long that it's like almost impossible for me to remember them. You know how it be. I'll wait for my iPad to reconnect for me to start gambling away. Yeah, fun times. 22,500 for 10 crates. So much gold. Okay. Uno mas, or number 1 crate. Wow, 100 gold. Ooh! Okay. I made back some gold. I won't complain. That's 5,100 gold made back already. Okay. Let's try again. That's 2 crates. Alright, 5,200 gold has been returned. I really don't care about anything else. 4th crate. Seven days of premium account, which I really don't need. I still have over half a year's of premium account. Well, whatever. I'd rather have the gold back. Okay. Carro. 7 days of premium account again. That's 5 crates open. So that's the equivalent of 11,000 gold, guys. That's 11,000... Like what? 11,250 gold? Just 22,500. Yeah. Isn't that amazing? We're doing great so far. We're doing great so far. I love getting scammed, and I'm not spending all my gold for this. Mostly because I know eventually. Oh, okay. 30 days of premium, 100 gold. That's a little better. I'll take it. Let's see. Let's keep it going. It's not it. You know you'll get the tank because like nothing else will be in the container. 7 crates opened. 3 to go. Wish me luck, guys. Maybe? No, this was even more of a scam container. All right, 9th crate. An even bigger scam. Okay, we have 1 crate remaining. RNG. Be upon me. I'm gonna exit. I'm gonna go to my storage. And we're gonna open it from here. Imagine you got the 100k gold. I would love that. Nope. Oh! What? Yo! Yo! I got on the 10th crate! RNG is real! The RNG is real. The RNG is real. And I got 14 days of premium. Let's go! My strategy worked. My big brain strategy worked, guys. It worked. Poggers. Nice. Now I think I have decent stats in this tank, so low-key I'm not going to want to play it, but 38, 36. I could get that to 3,900 if I spread it out enough, so I probably won't play it on stream just to see if I can get the 3,900 career average on this tank. But saucy. Let's go! Gambling that worked out. Also, I do not do this to condone gambling, guys. I really don't. I just thought it would be an entertaining way to end the stream. But you know what would be even more... I have a replay limit set at 10. It's not gonna... Where'd my replays go from yesterday? The update was yesterday. The update was yesterday. I updated my game yesterday. I had 3 amazing games in my Leo 1 yesterday. 2 of which I was gonna put in a video because they were really great demonstrations of rotations and positioning, which I wanted to highlight in a video. Where did they go? Where did they go? The update was yesterday. The games I had were last night. I saved the replays. I starred them. Why did they vanish today? Wargaming, at least give us a warning if you're doing a micro patch so I can save my replays. Dude. Or was the update not even yesterday? It might have even been the day before yesterday. They only automatically update on August 16th and 17th. Yeah. So yeah, my update came out August 17th. That's when I physically went to the app store to update. Working. Oh, it angers me so much. I had some really nice replays I was going to show you guys. I really did. Wow. Shocker. Gosh, I had such perfect games for video too. I was gonna edit it this weekend, baby. But well, no, there goes all my great examples of what I was gonna do. Thank you, Barkady. Thank you so much. Okay. Well, that's the 3-hour mark. We had some gambling. We had some saucy ace tankers. We had some Pepega moments. We had some very big brain moments. Some very average games. Overall, the Carro experience, though, was pretty good. Very nice tank. I would still say, though, if you're thinking of getting this tank, maybe wait till next Tuesday, Wednesday. See what we're going to do to the vehicle before you do it. But in its current state, lovely vehicle. Has its downfalls. That's why it's a balanced tank, in my opinion. Not like a TVP. This is a balanced vehicle. You have to use your brain a whole lot to play it well, but it is very rewarding when it works out. And I think that's going to be it for today's live stream, as all of the replays I wanted to maybe show you guys are gone. So, yeah, my brain's fried. I don't really feel like playing more Blitz right now. So, yeah. Thank you so much, everyone, for dropping by. Everyone who donated, do appreciate it. The mods for keeping the chat nice and pretty and sparkly clean. Everyone who smashed that like button, and everyone who was just chatting. It was good to see you. I tried to keep an eye on most of the messages, but obviously when I'm in game, I'm not really paying attention and that type of stuff. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for me today. I'll probably do another stream, maybe Sunday or tomorrow. I might do 907. Honestly, I forgot how saucy 907 is, so we'll see. Maybe 907. Or some other vehicle if I feel like it. And until next time, y'all have a great sleep if you're here in the Western Hemisphere, or if you're out over out in Asia. Have a great morning and afternoon. I will see you next time. Take care and peace.